Okay. Right, let me just make sure desktop audio is muted. That's muted. Game audio. Maybe put it back down a bit. I'm not quite sure. Mic is fine. Alert box. Maybe turn you down a bit. Maybe capture device. I have just realized that I don't have a like opening thing, so I'm just kind of out there now, which is really fun. But I think I'm gonna sit here for a little bit just before I start going because I turn this up my end. Hopefully that is loud enough. I didn't test this at all because this was hard enough to get going. It just did not want to cooperate with me. The capture card was like, because there's settings you have to change on PS5 because I'm doing this from PS5. Stuff like that, and then it didn't want to go on my screen, my TV. I had to turn it off about 7 times. It was just, really fun process, which is why I'm 20 minutes later than I wanted to be, but hey. I've got my water. I sat in a beanbag on the floor that has no back support, so that's fun. But my stomach is doing a rumbly because I didn't have any food in the house, so I did buy a takeaway, and it was lovely. But well, actually, you know what? It was okay. It was just fine. I don't know if it was the best in the world, but whatever. Doesn't really matter. Right, let me do this. Stream manager, set that there. Right, I need to have a look at this. What am I doing? Yes. Okay. So we're here. I got the urge to play Final Fantasy XIV again, like I do every single month. As you can see, the screen flashed at me for a bit. As you can see, I've obviously played this game for quite a long time. Judging by the 960 hours that I have. Let me see. That. Yeah, that's a bit better. There was a black bar by the side of the screen, but I solved it. It's okay. So, I do have a level 90 character here. I don't want to go with them because I had a feeling I just wanted to play and I wanted to do something. And I was thinking, I'm like, what if I just did a new character? And then I was like, I have 2 characters. There's another one on a different, on Furry, which is Ether, I think. That data center is one of the American ones. I used to play on it. But then when I started playing again, I was like, right, I want to be in an EU server because ping is going to be better, Not that it's bad on the American server, but I was just like, I kind of want to be in an EU one. So I went for servers. I don't remember why. And that's my guy. He's level 90. Current content, and that's the Tombstone gear from 6.2. I kind of want to just get in and, finish up stuff before patch 6.3 comes out, because I will be playing. And I didn't realize it was so soon. I know the live letter happened like a week ago, but I didn't think it was coming out like next week. But anyway, what we're going to do is, I was thinking and I was like, I have 2 characters. I've started in Gridania, I've started in Lanasia, but I've never done the Thanalan one because why would I? It's just stinky. Stinky Thancred is there. I don't want this. Hopefully the audio is okay. I've changed it so that it will be fine, but I didn't test it whatsoever. So yeah, whatever. Anyway, now we get to make a character. So you got your 8 races. You can make them naked for some reason. You can put them in their unique poses, which is that. Like you got your humans, male and female. Male and female for everyone except Hrothgar, because they haven't made them yet. I think they're gonna come out with 7.0 probably. Viera used to just be women, but then they invented men. Just about a year ago actually. Anyway, you've got your heroes. That's your humans. They're kind of just humans. They're Elizons, they're elf people. they're racist. Lalafels, your little potato children people, they're fun. Makote are your cat people. Yeah, if you don't know about this game, you can assume. Rogadins, they're your I'm gonna turn the game audio up a bit because it looks like it's a bit low. That's loud in my ears. Rogadins are like big people. The Aura are like dragon people. They're very much the, you know those memes that are like, this is the male version and they're like big, massive, and all the female versions are just human people with big boobs. It's like that in real life. Then your Hrothgar, they're lion people. They're just men. They released Hrothgar and Viera at the same time, at the start of Shadowbringers, and they just had male Hrothgar and female Viera, and people were like, oh, but they don't have male Viera in the lore, they would have to invent it, and it's like, they invent a lot of things. They can invent something else. And you have your Viera, men exist now, and the women, yeah, a lot of people play those, as well as the Makote for very obvious reasons, and the Aura as well. They do slay, however. So my other character is an Aura, and the one I have on the other server is a female Makote. So I think I'm gonna go with, I've played as like every other race almost. Here's, I did a free trial as them way back when. Elizans, I just don't like them. Lalafels, I was a Lalafell for the longest time. Hrothgar and Viera, I haven't been them, but also I like to use headpieces, and because of the way, like the bunny ears and the just Hrothgar head are just they're just designed weird. So like apparently you can't get the vast majority of headpieces on them, so I don't want to deal with that. So we're gonna go with Rogadins. Yeah, Rogadins. I think I'll go with him. You can also in the screen like change the backgrounds, so you kind of get an idea of how your character will look in various lights. Like this is, oh excuse me, I hiccuped. This is Middle Anasia, I think. No, it's not. It's just a random. I have no idea where this is. I think it may be just a random place that doesn't exist. This is Central Shroud. It's fun. This is, that's Western Thanalan. Yeah. Okay, so so that means that this is a place that exists. It must be middle. No, it's lower than us. Yeah, because that's the way up to the town. Yeah. Stupid. And this is the inn room, where you get your haircut if you want to change your hair later on down the line. And you look at this and the lighting's weird, and then your character looks strange. Anyway, each race has like 2 different clans. So there's the Sea Wolves, who are in the sea. Like there's a lot of lore here too. We're talking about Limsa, Laminza, piracy, stuff like that. There is shit ton of lore in this game. It's really good for that. Then there's the Hellsguard, who are from volcanoes. At the bottom there, you can see like starting attributes. That does not matter. In Final Fantasy 11, I would think it did matter. It used to matter a little bit, like back in like 1.0, 2.0 maybe. Whenever you had elemental resistances and you could like do attributes and stuff like that. Those not matter anymore. No one cares. But like if you look at it, like you kind of get different like skin tones, hair, like shape of eyes and stuff. You look at the Lalafels, Plainsfolk, Dunsfolk. It changes the shape of their eyes and their ears. Stop doing that. Elizans. It's the shape of their ears, skin tone. You can change your skin tone again, like, but here's Midlander, Highlander, and ooh, he kind of looks taller. There's that Rogadin Aura. It's horn shape and kind of eye shape, ear shape, stuff like that. Hrothgar. So like you've got these guys that are lions, and that is Aronzo. That is Kamari. And Viera's the Rava and the Vina. Yeah, as you can see, there's quite a significant difference. But yeah, we're going with Rogadins. These Seawolves. Yeah, Seawolves. There is absolutely nothing in that decision. It's just whatever. You got a range of about 15 centimeters. We're gonna go with 97, I think. Muscle tone. But we have to do this for that. No muscle. You're getting 100% muscle, I'm afraid. Right, face. The character creator's not the most robust. I will say that. I've seen a lot more creativity in some. However, it's still pretty good. Excuse me, I just put my bottle on the ground and it like shook the earth. I don't know. Wow, okay. This one, I think. Skin color. So, you do get like different ranges with different clans, like this clan is more of like a greeny range, whereas the other clan is more of like a orangey browny kind of palette, I think. We'll go with... Does that look fun? How does that look? Can I spin you? Yes, I can. Ooh. That looks alright, actually. I quite like it. Right, now get out of there. Go back into the void. Oh lord. Hairstyles. Right, there's a lot of hairstyles. There are also more hairstyles you can't see in this screen. There are race exclusive hairstyles. You can buy hairstyles, like you can get... I wonder if the ones I'm thinking of are on this screen. Yeah, you got like the entire cast of Type 0. You can get like Lightning from 13, Snow from 13's hair. You can be bald, I think. But it doesn't matter. So we're gonna go through, I'm gonna find one that looks nice. Some of them are stinky and disgusting. That one's not looking great. Bald. Interesting. Wow. Wow. What a look. That's the twink, her. Yes. Huh. I like that one. We're gonna look at them all anyway. That's the... I think that's Stormblood her. That is just a guy. This is like... This is where you get into... I think this may be Trey from Type 0, but that's Keater. That's 9. That's Jack, I think. That is Deuce. No, it's Sync. I don't know who that is. Whatever, doesn't matter. I like this. That's fun. But a lot of them are just... That's King. That's Ace, I think. From Type 0. No, that's Juice. And she does slay with her flute. Like that one's fun. It's Hines, isn't it? The buns, those are cool. I'm gonna go with this one actually. You can go for like different hair colors, you can put a highlight in it, I usually do. I think I'm going to. I've got 2 color palettes to work with, for fuck's sake. Right, we're gonna get our base color down first. What goes well with green? More green. Obviously. Oh, my legs. I should not have sat in this position. This is not comfortable. Lord. Oh, move this. Like a pinky. I like that. I'm not putting the most effort into this because I'm like, this is not the part of the game that matters the most. Plus you can change this later. That looks kind of like stinky doo-doo, but you know, whatever. Jaw. Girl, those are the same. Eye shape, okay. I know I said it wasn't the most robust, but like, it is. got some details in it. That one, yeah, that's fun. Iris size, large, because the small one is kind of creepy. Should we give him odd eyes? He's got homophobia in his eyes. Like odd but similar, yeah. Is that not good? I don't know. I don't have creative vision. He looks happier. Nose. Oh, that one's kind of flat looking. Oh, he's broken that shit. Yeah. Oh, I was like, he looks good from the front, but he does not look good like this. Oh well, mouth. Yeah, no. I like the first one, yeah. Lip color. Obviously, we're giving the Coral Blue number 15 lipstick. Obviously. Like, don't ask no stupid question. Yeah, we're keeping the scar. And not in this one. He, of course, has to have stubble. He's getting that shit. He's got eye tattoos. Because he's having a good time. Yeah, that was good. Face paint. Now, there's lots of options for face paint, and you can change this later. Obviously, stuff like eyes, race, height, skin color, stuff like that. You have to change that with, like, you can get an item. You can get 2 of them in the game, I think, if you have the collector's edition. Like the base collector's edition. And then you can buy them for, like, real money later on. The Fantasia to, like, change your character. But, like, stuff like face paint and hair, you can just change in, you get access later on to, like, a system where you can just change that by paying money. Gil. I usually don't bother with the face paint apart from, like, yeah, like dirt on the face or some shit, you know? Like, oh, he's rugged, he's seen some shit. Oh no, he got beat up 27 minutes ago. Right, this is the important part. However, character voice, you're going to hear a lot of this because obviously you're going to be fighting a lot of guys. And your guy is going to be... he's going to be making noises during battle, like he's got his huzz and his has and his hayas and stuff like that. So you want to pick one of those that sounds good, so that... sorry, I'm putting a blanket on because it is so cold in here. You want to pick one of those that sounds good, correct? However, and this is important, game doesn't let you hear battle sounds, just like emote sounds. Girl, okay. Alright, 4 is winning. 5 maybe winning. 6 is winning. Oh. Okay. Haha. Haha. Yes, I do have to listen to all of these, it's very important. Some might say it would have made sense for me to do this before and know what I was doing before I started, but that's not how I run things. Sir? No, I have to listen to all these, but Type 9 is winning. Oh. Okay, Type 11 might be winning, I'm not gonna lie. No, I'm sorry, I'm gonna turn the game up and let you all hear this very loudly. Now what the hell was that? Okay, type 11-1, I'm afraid. Haters, you have to listen to it now. Cool, so that's our guy. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I don't care. Right, what's his birthday? What? Oh, lord. I forgot this was the thing. 32? What do you mean 32nd? Girl. Wait. Hello? What the fuck? Hello? Hello? The fuck do you mean the 32nd of... Right, so... This calendar is like... The astral umbral moons. Yeah, whatever, it's lower. There's 12 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Yeah, there's 12 of them, so like this should be like a normal calendar, but like... The fuck do you mean the 32st? Right, your house is the 32st. No. 32st of October. Does October have 32 days in it? No, it doesn't. It does. Does October have 31 days in it? 31st of October is... Right, November. Do you have 31 days? I'm looking at my calendar. No, you don't. Right, your birthday's the 32st of November. The fuck do you mean? You can't just decide. No, your birthday's the 32st of November. I don't care. Right, patron deity. This doesn't really matter. I think it used to influence like elemental kind of defenses, attributes, stuff like that. But that stuff never really mattered. And it still doesn't. So definitely still double doesn't now because like that stuff doesn't exist anymore. Now it's just kind of like roleplay stuff. And with the addition of the Journey of the 12 or whatever the raid series is called, you get to beat up God, your like patron god. I think I went with Azemia for Malik. But like, you know, you've got Halone, Menfina, it's a goddess of war, love, knowledge. Daliak is about Sharlayan, Fiat, navigation, travelers and vagrants, god of the arts, Byragot, his blessing, Ralgar, destruction, he was Alamigo, you do fight him in the thing as you do Byragot. Then you fight Azemia and Naldthal. I think Nofika is in the next one, Hatsune Miku. It doesn't really matter, does it? Oh my god, no. Oh. I think I took a screenshot. I'm not quite sure how I did that. Anyway, we're gonna do no, I'm not gonna do that one. We're gonna do Ashan because I was like, that one's fun, but I'm like, I don't know how to say that shit. Anyway, we're going back so we can read the text. So, this is where you pick your starting class. This just determines what you start out as. Any character can be any class eventually. It used to... No, it didn't used to be. Final Fantasy 11, it was kind of like, if you pick this race, you are better at this role and you should only really be doing this role. This game is different. There may be slight, like 1 or 2 stats in difference between like races and stuff, but like it doesn't matter. There is absolutely no reason for you to make a new character just so that you can do content as like a lancer or something. But anyway, you've got... So, Disciples of War are like your physical attackers, stuff like that. Your gladiator, tank. Pugilist is melee, punching. Gladiator, sword and shield. Melee DPS, punching, turns into a monk. Marauder, axe, tank. Lancer, melee DPS. Archer, range DPS, you get disciples of magic. Conjurer is your healer, your only healer you can pick at this stage actually. Thaumaturge, black magic. Arcanist is summoning, which is fun. The class that you choose also determines where your game starts. So like, for example, which is what we're going to do, is Gladiator starts you in Ul'dah because the Gladiators Guild is in Ul'dah. Pugilist Guild is also in Ul'dah, whereas the Marauder Guild is in Limsa Lominsa. The Lancers Guild is in Gridania. So my first ever playthrough, I started as Lancer, so I went through Gridania. Second one, I did Arcanist, which goes to Limsa. Also, you can look at the job clothes. Clothes, armor, glamour is the true endgame. Like, you gotta admit, that looks kind of cool. This is the level 50 armor. This is like the job gears that you get through job quests. So just like basic. Like the original level cap to this game is level 50. It's now level 90. So like this is 40 levels outdated, but like this used to be like the be all and end all, like, and you can kind of see like, yeah, you turn into a white mage. Oh, the paladin armor though is cool because like in the original Final Fantasy, you do get to upgrade your class to a job at some state. There are also armored jobs on top of this list, but you cannot start as those because they don't have the traditional guilds, and also you do have to get to the first expansion to use 3 of them. I think, yeah, the Heavensward jobs, you have to get to Heavensward. Stormblood jobs, you just need another job at 50. The Shadowbringers ones, you just had to have one at 60. Endwalker ones, you need one at 70, etc. The monk, monk job gear, never really impressed me, I'm not gonna lie. Marauders, that is cool as shit. Lancers, Dragoon, Slay, honestly, Estinian, go off. Archer, yeah, the bard stuff's okay. Anyway, we're doing Gladiator, so it doesn't matter. Yes, Sagittarius. Did I pick that? Girl, I thought I picked Moogle. Okay, right. Yes, character name. I have this figured out. I asked in the Discord earlier. And, who is this? Is that Austin? Yeah, it is. He sent in that, you know that list of, I think you know that list of, there's that one, like, baseball game that was on, like, the Super Nintendo that, like, localized loads of weird names. Like, there's Slave McDykel, and he was like, use one of these, and I was like, oh my god, I absolutely do. So, our guy's gonna be called Anatoly Smorin. I did mention I was on PS5, didn't I? Anatoly Smorin. That's what you want your Warrior of Light to be called. Yeah, you can also randomize, and it goes by naming conventions. So, like, it's lore accurate, because if I don't call him like something like Battered Dog or something, Ochre Boulder, Hoary Boulder, like, he's not going to be lore accurate. I hope he is. Okay. Right, okay, that was a bit much, Miss Anatoly. So that's the character creation. It only took me half an hour. I expected it to take longer. So I'm going to start a new game now. And, oh wow, we're going to be hearing the Japanese voices, because that's what I play with. Oh, and there's a queue, for fuck's sake. You know what, 6 people isn't that bad. I remember when Endwalker came out. Oh my god, the R's. that I sat in front of my computer waiting to get logged in, it was agony. Like, you log in and it's like, there are 7,000 people in front of you in the queue, and I'm like, I ain't getting none of this shit. And I was just desperate to get the story finished before I got spoiled. I did not get spoiled, and I cried quite a lot because Endwalker was fucking incredible. I haven't played this game in a while, but we're about to witness slayage constantly. It doesn't play answers during this, does it? Oh, wait. I would just have to speak over it, I fear. Can you see the subtitles? I hope you can. Kanjite. I'll see if I can switch them. I've played with the Japanese voices since, oh god, since Heavensward came out. Since Heavensward came out. That was like 2014. I've been playing this game for like 10 years. Oh, this is making me feel things. After everything, this cutscene, I'm like, oh my god. Wait a minute. Like, you gotta admit, that did slay. Like, I did. Anna totally did slay him. The man died. Hey you. That was the voice acting we get for the intro cutscene. 2.0, which is what we're in now. This game starts out really weird. Because it's like mid-lore is where you start, because the original release of this game was a fucking flop and travesty, and they had to shut it down and remake it again. But the beginning of the game is kind of weird. And by the beginning, I mean the first entire story arc up until level 50. Because I remember when I played the first time, I was like, I've missed out on something. Was there an anime 5-part series and a movie and a book and a prequel side-scrolling 2D fighter, you know, that I needed to play before this? And I was like, no, it's Final Fantasy 15. Wait. But no, you just missed like an entire installation of lore, but it doesn't really matter. Anyway, this is the Grizzle Passenger. You alright, lad? You alright? You were moaning something fierce for a while there. Sometimes the people in this game speak, and I'm like, why are you speaking like I do in real life? Feed on the effects of the aether, I reckon. You'll get used to it though, don't worry. Chocobo! Oh, I see him! Oh, Bibi. Oh, Bibi. You there, halt. I've never seen this installation of the cutscene. This cutscene does play. What's all this about? Oh fuck. Inspection. Men search the carriage. This does not happen on the way to Gridania. And oh, there they are. On the way to Gridania and Limsit. Well, Limsit takes place on a boat. And on Gridania, you go through the forest, and you do not get stopped by border control. I'm just an honest peddler, friend, so don't be too disappointed if you don't find nothing, eh? Mind your tongue, old man, lest I cut it out. That is so mean. Sir, look, Somnus. Honest peddler, was it? Since when do we honest peddlers deal in prohibited herbs? You're in a lot of trouble, old man. You'll rot in a dungeon till the end of your life. Till you can afford to fine. Business as usual. I think that was planned. Y'all saying that this game is corrupted? Ooh-ah. Amalja, Amalja, to arms, to arms. Oh, I love the Amalja. They look so weird. Often when Alice said, do not give a fuck, I have to say. 7 hells, consider this a warning. Now go, all of you. So in Gridania, you do get attacked by the exiles. I don't think it's a... Is there an attack in... Oh my god, that man is dead. Good. Holy fuck. Like, he beat the fuck out of him. Oh my god. That kind of excitement ain't good for the heart. You be careful around them brass blades, lad. Bastards will have their shirt off your back if they fancy it. Like common bandits, they are, only less honest. Thank the gods for sending some beastmen to the rescue, eh? You can't say that, we've phased out that term. Seeing as we've still got a long ride ahead, you mind keeping me company till we arrive? We, don't have anywhere else to go. Them young'uns don't care much for conversation, see? They're mourning. Leave them alone. Brent's the name and peddling's me trade. I'm getting some flashing on my monitor and I hope it's not showing up on stream. But I feel like it's just this TV. And judging by your unusual garments, I wager you're one of them new adventurers. Oh, he does look good though. Knew it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. As long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret in adventuring's a risky business. These days especially. Let me just look at something. Okay. Part of me was just like, what if I'm just monitoring the audio and not projecting it? I was like, what if I've been going with no game audio this whole time? Anyway, what was it that first attracted you to it? Ooh, why did I become an adventurer? Power. This is just like the Elite Four. Yeah, didn't you talk like that? Power, as in power to do good? Like protecting the weak and fighting for what's right and all that? I thought that's what you meant. Yeah, that's what I meant. Adventurers do get up to a lot of fighting, that's for sure. You'll never be short of a chance to polish your warcraft in the adventuring business. When you arrive in town, you best enroll at the Adventurers Guild. They'll set you on the right path. And it wouldn't hurt to join a guild, neither. Ul'dah's home to a few, so if you fancy learning how to fight with a sword, your fists, or even spells, you should think about seeking one out. I will not be doing that. Yet. Just remember though, it's more excuse me. There's more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. By the by, is this your first trip to Ul'dah? No. No. I said no. But of course it ain't. So it might be as this journey at itinerant has a few new things to teach you about your destination. Oh, you're gonna tell me anyway? Work. I was literally just thinking, I was like, I probably should have said yes. Ul'dah's ruled by the Sultana and Niam, but as most folk know, the Syndicate holds all the real power. Them and the Monitorist cronies would happily get rid of her grace altogether. That won't happen while she still commands the loyalty of the Royalists. The Royalists are nothing if not loyal. These factions have long fought over power, throwing the weight of their wealth against each other, and they have no sign of stopping. Because the Lizardmen, that's the Amalja, couldn't care less about Ul'dah and politics. They have their own interests, see, and they had a friend who used force to serve him. I have never heard the word Amalja said out loud before, so I could be butchering that, and I apologize. They said war is a gift to peddlers, need breed and profit. And though it shames me to say it, I'm inclined to agree. Are they at war? Oh, with the Amalja, he literally just said, at long last, behold, Ul'dah, jewel of Thanalan, where folk turn sand into gold. I don't think that's how it works. Girl. Who the hell is that? Why do you say Zanaran? I like Ul'dah. It's fun. It's corruption. Greed. Sand. It's coarse and gets everywhere. Yeah, this is when they're like, oh yes, the 7th Umbral area, and I was reading that and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? And to be fair, Oh, but I will say, the Thanalan overworld music, that's a slay. It is a slay. I'm gonna turn the game audio up a little bit. Because, like, I'm afraid it's not loud enough. Because on one hand, I'm like, yes, I want my voice to be heard, but also I'm like, listen to the game. It's great music. Would highly recommend anyone to listen to the OST, all of it, every single track. Especially like the raids and the trials, like, really good. Especially like recently, Sakin has been popping. He's been popping off. And here's where we part ways, lad. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares. Then it's on to the high road for me. Then we get some tutorials. Queen, please come back. I prefer Alice, I'm just going to say that right now. Won't you have this? By way of thanks for putting up with me, prattle. Where did the music go, sir? What the fuck did you give me? You never did tell me your name, though. Hey, but here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider a score. Like, why'd you kill the music, Brent? Why is the text, like, shadowed like that? Right. So that cutscene was, like, essentially the same as the other two, but, like, it is a bit different. Are we gonna get a title card? Oh my god. It's not really. Where's Amano's art? Where is the logo? I love this game. And it has so much plot and so much lore. And there's so many side stories I haven't even done. That's the bop! Bop! It's a fucking bop! We get to move now. Oh, I have to block out the fucking chat box. I think I just farted. Excuse me. I like that I said I think. I was like, I'm not quite sure what that was. I wish I was one of those people that like couldn't burp. You know those people that when someone burps, they're just like, I'm so glad I can't do that. Anyway. I think it would make my life a lot better. Oh, venture, over here. But like, if instead of burping it was fart, who the fuck is that? I mean you. Fresh off the cars by any chance? Eh? How can I tell? Ah. They're not British here. Are any of them British? I fear some of them. No, they're not. They're not. No, they are. I feel like the limbs of people are. I don't know. Maybe they are in Charlarian. It will be the most likely one. Anyway, name's Wyman. My business is no one every bugger else's. Now then, what if I was to offer you some invaluable advice by way of welcome to our first city? Free of charge even. Just this once, like. Oh, this is the guy who, like, starts the tutorial and puts you into an instance area. As you can tell, there's like, we're in an instance area, which is an area just for us because no one else is here. Welcome to Uldad, a shining beacon of prosperity rising from the deserts of Thanalan. Please select the control scheme you wish to use. Oh, I'm using the controller king. Follow instructions to move your character and adjust the position of the camera. Let me look at this. Party members is left and right. Why the fuck is that? No, I don't want to open the web browser. Why are you so large? What the fuck? Okay, how do I... Wait, no. System configuration. Display. Everything's so big. Can I make you smaller? That is a bit small. Okay, I think I just need to... Hey, can I... Oh, I'm gonna do that thing. There is a way to... do like a mouse... I'm sorry, I need to do this. Mouse, wireless controller. Use touchpad as mouth. Mouth? Okay. Okay, no, do I have to click with it, maybe? Yeah, okay. You're small now. What I'm going to do is... Right, okay. First of all, I'm going to get rid of that shit. Because that's really annoying. It's like every time you touch the touchpad. Okay, no, they changed it, so that's okay. Anyway, right, let me... Sorry, I need to put an image in front of that. Just in case people start saying things that they shouldn't be saying. Find like a meme or something. You know, like a meme that my brain is like, you should have picked this out before you like opened this, but then my brain was like, no, I don't want to do that. I've got a picture of Cameron Diaz. I could do that. Miss Piggy, Sonic R, SpongeBob. Them Three Brothers, is Fortnite underrated? Get a job, game rights, Girth Brooks. What the fuck do I have in this folder? Excuse you me. Vape? Ike, Boyd, Whooper, the Ionos lady? No, I don't think I can advertise her on here. The Love Island Villa. Trommel. Oh my god. Now, tell me why I have a picture of Trommel on my fucking... Right, okay, so Trommel is going to be here for a bit. Let me flatten him down a bit, yeah. So that's Trommel. We know Trommel, we stand Trommel. Anyway, this is the game. Actually, I'll tell the Wyman first, so... As you can tell, like, you can run around in your little area. You start off with very basic skills. Girl. You're gonna get these tutorials, and we're gonna get a lot of these very quickly. For a long time. What is YouTube trying to tell me? Oh, love. Okay, love that for me. So yeah, they're just telling you these big things here that are really large for some reason. Those are quests, and if you talk to someone, you can accept quests. Let me put in a cutscene. Sorry, I keep looking at my screen and I'm like, why the fuck? Why is it Trommel? Anyway, just playing anyone with eyes, you don't know your way around here. If I let you go wandering off down the nearest dark alley, you're certain to get mugged or worse, and I don't want that on my conscience. So before you do anything else, you want to head over to the Quicksand and speak with Momody. The Quicksand is the second most deranged, like, disgusting area in any of these games. The first is Limsa, obviously. If anyone that knows anything about roleplay in these games, I know everything I know I learned against my will. It's not good for them. Anyone who's gone to Limsa Lominsa once has gone, this is fucking disgusting. Why are people like this? Anyway, she's the master of the Adventurers Guild and can set you on the right path. Limsa is... There's nothing specific about Limsa that's bad. It is just the fact that people congregate there more because you don't have to go through a loading screen to get to the market board. That is the only reason. Anyway, just take over steps over yonder and pass through the double doors. You'll find her inside. And that's as much as you're getting for free. Good luck with the adventure and adventurer. Well, I might look at the menu now. Because I'm still in, like, you've on a quest. Von setting the quest, current objectives, do the list, yeah. So as you can see now on the right hand side, I've got a little quest. Coming to Ul'dah, because that is the quest we're doing. If you look up my name, so you can see all these NPCs around, you can talk to them. Quicksand, blah blah blah. So my name's above my head, Anatoly Smarin. The little, like, sprite icon is because this is a new character and it's to let other people know this guy's new. Don't yell at him, please. Anyway, so this is the unique menu to the console versions. I've just realized that my instructions are going off the screen. This is kind of hard to read over the chat box, I'm not going to lie. So I'm going to Oh, I'm gonna. Can I like Logitech colors? Okay, you can like change the colors that stuff comes up in, just so you know where it's coming from. I just wanna. Okay, so you can set it that it makes a noise, you know, whatever. Anyway, so you can like, you got an option in the R menu to take out your sword or whatever. Doesn't matter. Actions and traits just shows you all of the actions that you learn and can learn. It doesn't look like much now because you kind of have to upgrade your class before you can get the majority of them. And there's roles, which is like every tank learns all of these because they're like essential stuff, like provoke to get the top of the enemy gauge, sure to give enmity to people. Traits that are stuff like more experience, stuff like that. General, which is like sprint, limit break, duty actions, auto attack, which no one fucking uses. Jump, prepare, main commands. I don't use that shit. Adventure plate. It's like a fun thing. I might do that off screen. Portraits currency, it shows you how much money you have. Eventually it goes into more than that. Armory chest is just where you hold your stuff. So like you got your character screen here. That's all your stats. A lot of them don't matter. All of your equipment. So like now we just got Rogadin. Like you can take off your You can take off your trousers if you want. Can I? Yeah. There we go. But we're not gonna do that. Profile. Shows you your titles you have. We don't have any because we've done literally one quest. It's just your details. Classes and jobs. These are all the classes in the game, obviously. Like, you've got like Dark Knight, Gunbreaker, you can't get till later. Rogue, Samurai, Reaper, Scholar, Astrologian. Siege, Machinist, Dancer, Red Mage, Blue Mage, which is a limited job, it's very unique. Your armory chest, inventory, Chocobo saddlebag, you get when you get a Chocobo, companion, mounts, minions, fashion accessories, blue magic. Achievements, gold saucers here, this is like your duty stuff, this is your hunting, sightseeing, crafting, gathering, fishing, orchestrion lists, challenges, this is your aether currents, mounts, feats, parties, social, like you can emote. Do you have any special emotes that aren't like... Oh, Slay. Slay? Yeah. Oh, yes. Like you can like dance and stuff. Wow. Wow. Yeah, like you can slap people. What the fuck? Like, oh. I need to take a moment. And you can flex? Oh wow. That is just the Manderville, man, yeah. I'm gonna stretch now. Like, this is what I spent half the game doing. Like, fucking stretching, conversing. Right. That's enough of that. Anyway, there's also the system. That's the menu. This is the quicksand. It's fun. It looks... Why does he run like that? He looks like he shot himself. Oh, that's Mobity. She does slay. This is just saying when there's a big green tick, you finished a quest. Like, it's that easy. Is that Tinder? I don't have that on my phone. How did that get there? Anyway, it's really funny. If you're a Lalafell, you cannot see over this desk. She can because she's got a stool and she serves. Literally, she's a barmaid. Well, hello there. Who might you be? Hi, I'm Anatoly. If you're looking to join the Adventurers Guild, you come to the right place. Name's Mobity, and I own this fine establishment, if it please you. I also manage the Adventurers Guild here in Ul'dah, so you might say that looking after green adventurers like yourself is my vocation. And lucky for you that it is. Without someone like me to steer you right, you'd soon find yourself out in the middle of nowhere, caught up in business you don't understand. She's right. Like our conflict with the Amalja, for example. They've been playing in the Sultanate for nigh on, forever now. And there's the Garlean Empire. None can say for sure what they're plotting these days, only that they are. What? Put those away! Aye, the people drink in McMurray, but underneath it all there's worry. Worry and a lingering feeling of loss. I have just realised this is my first time playing through the Realm Reborn stuff since the Cape Westwind change. I know that's like level 40 something, but I'm like, oh, rest in peace, I miss him. And little wonder, it's been 5 years since the Lesser Moon cracked open like a giant egg, releasing an abomination intent on turning the realm into an eighth hell. That, when it, like, there is a Modi character in every city-state that you stay in, and like, they all say something similar to this, and I was like, what the fuck do you mean 5 years ago Bahamut came out of the moon? The fuck do you mean? Why are you telling me this? And if you're interested in this game, or not even, if you're not, and you haven't seen the Final Fantasy XIV Answers cutscene, which shows the end of 1.0 and then leads into the beginning of 2.0, please go and watch it. I think I'll tweet it out after the stream, but like, oh my god, it is such, like, it has been outdone since, but like, that is the most iconic cutscene. Like, honestly, the song, that video makes me cry every single time. Anyway, so much was lost in the blink of an eye, just like the end of the world had come at last. But then things began to get foggy. Everyone's got their own version of what happened next. Some of them 2 or 3. I think people would remember something like that, but the fact is they don't. Nobody does. There is one thing the survivors agree on though. The part played by a band of adventurers who laid down their lives for a realm that wasn't their own. They fought valiantly, and like so many others, they never returned. Deeds worth remembering, I'm sure you'll agree. It's just a shame our recollections of those brave heroes are as jumbled as those of the calamity itself. Whenever we try to call their faces to mind, it's like they're standing between us and the midday sun, permanently silhouetted. Bet that sounds poetic to you, doesn't it? Well, it's not. It's bloody infuriating. But even if we can't remember them, we'll not let them be forgotten, and so we call them the Warriors of Light. And they'll forever stand as a shining example of what adventurers can achieve. That's why I welcome new arrivals like yourself to our first city. First city? Dublin. All I ask is to lend a helping hand, and try to leave Ul'dah in a better state than you found her. If you can promise that, I'll be happy to let you join the guild. No, I don't agree. I will not be showering. Alright then, a promise is a promise now. Do you want me to like write that down, or just... Is spoken word alright here? I'm counting on your help to put the past behind us. We need people working and spending and bickering like the old days. She wants people to ERP in her restaurant. And a happy and prosperous Ul'dah means more business for the Quicksand too. Well, she admitted it. Any road, let's make this official. Go ahead and write your name in the register, neat as you can. I can't read or write. That's my lore. I'm illiterate. I should make lore. Oh, no. Anatoly Smarin. Well, that's a charming name. Just rolls off the tongue, it does. Can I screenshot that? Yes. Work. Thanks. Alright, Mr. Smarin. On behalf of the Adventurers Guild, I officially... Please, sir, be merciful. 12 is my witness. I swear to you, I'll bring your money. In the East, it's said that even a merciful god may be driven to vengeance if thrice blasphemed. What? Be grateful you were given a 4th chance to offend. You two attend to the scum. No, please, mercy. Then Mody's like, oh, I don't give a fuck. Well, ain't that a sorry sight, nor an uncommon one if I'm honest. Don't worry though, if you work hard I doubt you'll end up like him. Just to see him, if you ever need a bit of advice about one thing or another, pay me a visit. Just don't go bothering me every time you stub your bloody toe, alright? I will be back when I do that. Of course I do enjoy hearing tell of a gentleman's woes with the women folk from time to time. You will not be hearing about any of that from me for several reasons. Any road, welcome to Ul'dah, Anatoly. I'm glad to be here. I'm gonna go stand in your fighting, I think. Take a moment to catch your breath, and I'll teach you a little bit about our first city. Stop calling it that. Well, this isn't TV3, 3E. They still have a TV3. I'm gonna level up. Notice at the bottom, you can see health and experience. Anyway, this concludes the tutorial. Thank fuck. You've taken the first step as an adventurer in the city of Ul'dah. Listen well to the wisdom of Momodi Modi, and then go forth and discover the incredible adventures that await you. I don't think I've ever said her full name. That was so loud. Why was that so loud in my brain? Anyway, this is just going. Main scenario quests and all that have different icons. Why are you so zoomed in? Right, can I, like, decrease the, like, font size or something? Because, like, it is so large. That's the one thing I'm like, I don't know. I don't know where any of these settings are. Log window. But that didn't change that. Hotbar. That's my hotbar. Why would it fucking? Wait, let me. Yeah, okay, that's okay. I just wanted to change that. It's not gonna need happen for a long time. Right, UI. Map settings. Map font size standard. Thank you. Every time, why can't it just be the same settings as my other character? Because they were fine. I have 17 letters. Okay, that's a bit better. Okay, still a bit big, but hey. Anyway, close to home. No way home. I need to go find the postman. Or you go charging on to find your fortune of a few basic tasks I'd like to perform so you can help you get to know the place. Oh yes. First I want you to visit the Aetheryte Plaza. To get there, head west from here until you reach Emerald Avenue, then look to the north. You'll see a giant floating crystal called an Aetheryte. If it weren't for Aetherites, stranded on Eorzea would be a damn sight more trouble than it is. Of course, you still need to attune with them before you can use them, so be sure to do that with the one in the plaza. You ever attuned with an Aetheryte before, Anatoly? If not, just lay your hand on the thing and you'll see what I mean. When you're done that, I want to pay a visit to the Gladiators Guild over at the Colosseum. Assuming that sword ain't just for show, you might consider training there. And finally, I want you to visit the Sapphire Avenue Exchange over in the Steps of Fall. Goods from all over Eorzea and beyond turn up there every day. No trouble finding armor, weapons, or anything else a fledgling adventurer like yourself might need. You do not need to buy armor until you are later in the game. Please don't do that. Unless you're a tank, or you change jobs. But like, you should be getting enough armor from quests to keep you going. You might say that everything's for sale here in Ul'dah, as long as you've got the gil. Just make sure you don't pay more than you ought. Plenties won't scruple to swindle unsuspecting foreigners like yourself, especially if they think no one's looking out for their best interests. Which is why I'm giving you this letter. When you visit the exchange, find a gentleman named Cesaroga and give it to him. He'll be happy to tell you about the markets once he's read it. In short, visit the Aetheryte, the Gladiators Guild, and the Sapphire Exchange. Simple. Well, before you go, take a word of advice. While there are more than a few unsavory characters out there who will try to take advantage of you, there are also some with honest-to-goodness problems you can consider offering a helping hand to. A lot of folk are lured to this city by the promise of wealth and power, but many of them feel or realize that instead of chasing after guild the moment they get here, they ought to be making friends. Let it be known you're willing to give as much as you can get, and opportunities will come your way. Speaking of which, you should speak with the smith. I won't be doing that. Small clothes, I saw that. Hi, I won't, don't talk to me. That's basically like a tutorial for like, duties and stuff like dungeons and things like that. Oh, we're in the game. Wait a minute. The main menu, journal, active help, which is where you get your like things, sanctuaries. So essentially, if you are in a city or town, you get a little moon, so you get a rested bonus. So if you stay in that, you will gain a bonus to the experience points that you get from battle and stuff like that. Oh lord. Inns and cities, settlements. Oh, I'm so sorry, I had to adjust myself. I'm gonna do that again. Because I'm on a beanbag, and it's not the most comfortable thing in the world. But this, my cord is still long enough to reach the sofa. Navigation. Yeah, okay, so, yeah. Now we're in the game, you can see people running around. Oh my god. Wait. I just want to abbreviate these people's surnames. So I don't like... I don't want to dox these people. Wait a minute. Right, so... I was gonna say something else. Oh yeah. So, oh wow. So you can kind of see now... all this seems so large. I'm gonna have to look at the fucking... I'm gonna make that standard as well because I feel like it's gonna be massive. No, I don't want to do that. Yes, okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move some of my skills. So like, you can see across the bottom. So, that's what I was gonna say. So, if you look at this, okay, it looks a lot smaller in the capture, so that's okay. If you look at this, you can see all the different types of quests. There are red ones, which are quests that we can't do yet, either because of level, because you have like level requirements for a lot of quests, or ones we can't do, like, so you want to be a pugilist, lets you change class to pugilist. You can't actually do that until a certain point in, I think it's level 15. What the fuck do you want? Level 15 when they let you do that. But those quests will be blue. So like the normal exclamation marks are just like little side quests. Usually, or you don't need them. Like you don't need to do them. They don't unlock anything. They're just side quests. These ones would be like that's unlocking the samurai job. They're blue, and a blue quest marker indicates like this unlocks something. This is important. You want to do this. And then these ones that are like kind of like jaggedy, that kind of look like a meteor, I think is what they're going for. Those are main story quests. You can also see them in the top left corner of the screen. It tells you which one's next, and also tells you your next job quest. And we just attuned to an Aetheryte, and we're going to get an NPC talent. That's what that means now. Heal adventure. Might you have come at the behest of Miss Mobity of the Quicksand? No. How do you see out of that? Excellent. Which brings us to the matter of the attunement fee. That'll be 100,000 gil if you please, sir. Apologies, but I do so relish the opportunity to make that jest. The look in your face was absolutely priceless. I'm going to kick you across this fucking room. But the fact that you were so easily deceived suggests to me you were unfamiliar with the use of Aetherytes. Allow me to explain. Crystallized agglomerations tap into ethereal energies and are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. This is fast travel. Perchance you have heard of return and teleport? Well, these teleportation spells make direct use of Aetherytes and their connection to the flow of Aether. Given there's an Aetheryte in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer with a mind to explore the realm will wish to seek out and attune himself to each and every one. Even if you have no intention of wandering beyond the Sultanate's borders, it would be prudent for you to attune yourself to any Aetherytes you discover from now on. I pray you find it informative. Should you wish to learn more about Aetherytes or transportation magic, I should be happy to answer your questions. I will not be speaking to you again. So, girl, we already knew return. It was on my hotbar. So, essentially, return. Yeah, great. Return. You can select. Yeah, Yeah, set home point. You can select any aetheryte in the game and set that as your home point. And that will mean that if you die outside of a duty, or you select as a return spell, you can teleport to that for free. Because normal teleport costs money. Well, it's usually not that much. It depends on how far away you are. It can get up into the thousands. Why he jump like that? But like you can't use teleport yet because you only know one aetheryte. You have to attune to them first. I've just run past all of the. Also, these like mini aetherytes in the cities that let you teleport around. Ethernet shards, so I'm gonna go attune to those because you have to do that too. If it lets me, it might not let me. Okay, it does. So like it's easy, like you just have to get to an aetheryte, attune to it, and then you can do that. It's gonna explain the Ethernet to me. Yes. So essentially, yeah, you go up to this. Like you can go to any of them that you've already attuned to. So it lets you get around the city quicker because the city is quite large. You've also got sprint, lets you run a bit faster. Fast blade is a combat skill, and fight or flight is a buff that increases your attack. It's kind of cool. I've got cooldowns. Sprint is like a minute cooldown. I know where everything is, so it's this. This gives me a bit easier for me. Any blue ones you can see? No, there aren't. There's lots of icons over here, but you know, whatever. That's the Colosseum. Down there. It's fun. This is where people die. Sometimes when you walk past NPCs, they will just say random shit. Genevieve, this is a really fun side quest that I'm not gonna do because the premise of the side quest is you come up behind her and scare her and she drops her money, and then when you give it back she's like, what do you mean reward? You made me drop all my money, and then you keep some of it without telling her. Anyway, hello Lulutsu. Welcome to the Gladiators Guild, friend. Tell me, are you new to the thrills of Mortal Kombat? I've heard of it. Well, whether you or not, you are new to us. If you would like to take your place in those hallowed halls, you must be willing and ready to undergo the most rigorous training. You must endure cuts and bruises beyond counting, and like as not far worse. A daunting prospect, I concede. There's no other way if you wish to take to the Blood Sands one day. And why wouldn't you? The Colosseum is only the most celebrated place of public entertainment in all of Ul'dah. Where else would a poor man amass a fortune so vast as to one day allow it to take his seat on a syndicate? There's not an Ul'dah alive who wasn't inspired by the rise of a self-made man. That's the American dream. There's no truer embodiment than the gladiator who wins riches and fame with his sword. Through its long and storied history, this guild has nurtured countless champions. Our training methods are second to none, and our members ever strive to develop new techniques. If you desire true glory, to fight in triumph amidst the roar of 10,000 voices, then this is where you belong, adventurer. Think of it. Think of your legacy. And if your soul stirs, join us. That was really inspiring. Anyway, now see the way that's blue and it's got a plus? Because you can join the Gladiators Guild. And here you get a little description. I never really mentioned this, but like you get a description. This is the experience you get. I wish I knew what that symbol was. Like, genuinely, I've been looking at it for years. I don't know what that is. The wheel. Anyway, you also get steak. Steak is food. Food ups your stats and also gives you a 3% experience boost for half an hour. Doesn't sound like much, but that is a lot. Anyway, what'll it be? Will you rise above the masses and inscribe your name in legend? Or will you resign yourself to mediocrity and die in obscurity? Girl, you are hyping this shit up. A decision you shan't regret. One moment, wake me for Anatoly Smarin. Fresh meat coming through. Now then, before your enrollment can be considered complete, you must present yourself to First Sword Mila. Seek her out and obtain her approval. Girl, why are you standing like a fucking pillar man? Like, sticky fingers ass. Saucy it. Sir, no, I have to look at your name. Saucy it. I hate that for you. Do you have an adventure play it? No, that's so sad. Anyway, I'm Mila. I like looking at other people's adventure plates. They're fun. I heard Lulutsu. Yeah, I mean, you probably did at the other end of Ul'dah. So you're Anatoly Smorn. It's just a good, strong name. Thank you. On behalf of the Gladiators Guild, allow me to welcome you. I am Myla, Guildmaster here. So you wish to study our arts? I presume you have your reasons for choosing the sword over all other weapons. Perhaps you think it easiest to learn. Now, reason I picked Gladiator is because I've done DPS. Is the capture a bit dark? It might be a bit dark. I might have to adjust that next time. I've done DPS. I was like, I want to do a tank or a healer because I have dabbled in it, but I've only done like base game content. I have never done like raids, trials, anything like that as a tank, and I want to force myself to do it. Or heal. Like, I could switch over to Conjurer at some stage. You know? But also, I picked Gladiator because I'm like, this brings me to Ul'dah. It's the only one I haven't done. Because the actual storylines are slightly different. Also, with Paladin armor, this is cool as shit. The sword is a simple weapon, but the will to bleed well is anything but simple. For every Colosseum champion to emerge from our ranks, there have been countless disappointments who failed to achieve greatness. I'm like the little guy in the back with the fanning going on, like, oh, go off, sis. Bear that in mind before you answer me, Anatoly, for I do not ask this question lightly. Have you the strength to live by the sword, and if it be your fate, die by it? Yes. Then welcome, Gladiator, to your new home. Do I have to live here? Let's not waste time, shall we? I will gauge your aptitude for the sword. Just outside the gates of Ul'dah, you'll find... Oh, I like the little motion. You'll find plenty of marmots, hornets, and shrews. Slay 3 of each and return here when finished. A simple task, but essential to your training nonetheless. Now go. We'll do that in a minute. Someone just hit level 18. Should have tried to join the Weavers Guild. There are like craft and stuff. This is where the samurai guy lives. In the Hypogeum. I don't know what that is. Yeah, there's like crafting, gathering also. I don't know if I'm gonna dabble in that. I usually don't. Like, I got one up to do like beast tribe quests and stuff. Right, so we're gonna go over this way to get to the what the fuck is that called? The markets. Okay, if I go up here, that's the Hussein strips, isn't it? This is the way to... Oh no, it's not. So there is like 3 levels to this place. Also, the Christmas event is on at the moment, so... There's a might, but you can't do it until level 15, so... The Goldsmiths Guild is right. Yeah, goldsmiths, they make like accessories and stuff. We'll go this way, because I want to kind of hit the Ethernet shards as well. It's better to know. Girl, oh, the Masked Carnival, that's Blue Mage stuff. I was like, why do you look like that? A paladin! Oh, that man is, he knows, he looks good and he knows it, like, holy fuck. Yes, get it. Anyway, that's the Miners Guild, we don't want to go down there. I'm not doing these side quests because you do not have to. Oh, is that guy up here already? Oh, that's, Lalai. He does the Black Mage quests. He's fun. He's a demon inside him, I think. That's just my opinion. I have a habit of opening the map like every 0.2 seconds as well, even though I know rightly how to get through this place. This is the Weavers Guild. They got this shit on display, and I'm like, do you have anything good? Like, okay. Like, I just told me I'm gonna get robbed. That's not a slay. This is where all the homeless people live, by the way. Yeah, it's kind of, Ul'dah is kind of depressing. All the city-states have their issues. Ul'dah has corruption in the government and homelessness and poverty. Um, Gridania is racist, and Limsa has lots of pirates. It's kind of scary. Anyway, this is the marketplace. That's someone crafting. They're going quite well from the looks of it. Muscle memory, yeah, it's fun. Anyway, this guy can put materia in your stuff. Market board. You can like, yeah, whatever. Look stuff up like blacksmith tools. Wait, no, I want to look at orchestrion components. Like, yeah, look at this shit. You can buy like. You can just buy shit, or maybe buy one that has fallen angel. I don't know what that is, but like that's not much. So you get like retainers later on, and you can get them to go into markets and sell stuff. So that's fun. You can't do that yet because I'm like level 3. Civold, what do you want to teach me? Dishonor before death? What the fuck? Why the fuck is the quest for Cutter's Cry there already? Anyway, there's a Red Mage quest as well. Are there any other like icons I need to explain? These ones are just like guild icons, but I feel like if you looked at a pickaxe that said Miners Guild beside it, you could probably work it out. Anyway, Cesaroga, hi. And you are? Oh, a newly come adventurer, but of course. Yes, I am Cesaroga. What can I do for you? Ah, you would have me teach you the ways of the marketplace? Very wise. As for my fee, what? You expect me to do it for free? Surely you jest. My dear adventurer, when you ask an Undan for a favour, you should at least try to make it worth his while. Judging by your garb, I rather doubt you can afford my services, but the fact you utter nothing is laughable. This is a tutorial on how to give people things. On PC, you just kind of can click, drag it over, but if you're on console, if you're on like the thing, press square, it'll bring it up. It's really easy. Rather than press next, finding it in your inventory, and then press next again, you can just cut out half of that. Anyway. Ah, Mistress Momody instructed you to seek me out, did she? Consider yourself fortunate to have such influential friends. I shall be brief, and you shall be attentive. You were so mean to me. You stand in the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, the busiest and most profitable marketable place in the Sultanate. Being advantageously situated in relation to the other city-states, Uldaz markets has served as both the literal and figurative centres of Eurasian commerce. I thought he meant like in relation to the city, and I was like, no, this one's really awkward. It's actually quite far. All the great overland trade routes lead to our city, and a majority of maritime trade between Vilbrand and Aldenard passes through our ports. Because of this, countless companies and consortia have chosen Uldaz as their base of operations. They see to it that this marketplace is awash with merchants and moneylenders day and night. Anything a man could ever desire can be purchased here, provided as he has sufficient funds. Surely there's something you seek, adventurer. A deadlier sword, perhaps, or a shinier trinket. Whatever it is you want, the exchange will have it. To the north, you'll find merchants peddling armor and accessories, curatives and crafting materials. To the south, you'll find weapons, tools, and assortment of other useful items for sale. You just said the same fucking thing twice. Seek out a particular merchant or browse to your heart's content, but do try to remain aloof should you find something that piques your interest. Decisions made in the heat of the moment are usually unwise, especially where coin is concerned. Ahem. That is all the complimentary aid you'll have from me, and far too much for my taste. My regards to Momody. Now off with you. Thanks, King. I didn't expect that. Is there any of those I didn't attune to? No, I got all the ones on this side. Oh, I didn't get the ones that are upstairs. But that's fine. I'll go... What the fuck? Okay. Actually, no. When I'm here, I think I'll run to the hustings strip anyway. Just to go upstairs and get the aetheryte things, just so I can say I did it. And because once you get all of them in an area, you can like warp to the outside gates really quickly as well. So it's really handy. Also, it's just nice to go upstairs sometimes to see where the rich people live. They're talking about trading crypto. Hopefully not. I just need to get that shit off my hotbar because, like... So this isn't your only hotbar, by the way. Hold R1, you can go between like 8 of them. Yeah. And then you have the option to, if you hold... I know I did the option in the menu earlier, I can't remember what it is, but like, if you hold R2 to get on this one, then R2, L2, you can get onto like another one, and depending on the order you hit them, you get like different ones, so you've got like access to like 32 a quick succession. Anyway, I just want to come up here. This is the guy that gives out the paladin job quests. He sucks. I've went past my exit. I just want to go to the one at the Alchemist Guild, just so to get it. Because I just want to unlock the fast travel as soon as possible. Those two guys are kind of scurry. Why are... What the fuck? Why are you guys there? Reagan? I can't even... The game won't let me even perceive them. Plot happens in that corner at one point. That's fun. Okay. I feel like I shouldn't be watching that. Okay. Right, and then where do I want to go? Oh, the only one is the Adventurers Guild one, so I will go and do that one and I'll have unlocked them all. They're having a conversation. Okay. Let's not look at that. Okay, so there's... This Itinerant Moogle is like, it's a quest that's going on at the minute. So like, if you do certain duties, you can get these items, tomestones, that you can exchange for things. So you can fist pump, you can get read, you can learn how to read, you can chocobo barding, you can get a fucking fedora. Let me zoom in. Like, ew, uh-oh, stinky. That was awful, I'm sorry. Worse, somehow, Lord. You can also get like whistles for mounts and stuff. A brick wall. A curtain. You can get this. Oh wow, that's kind of slay actually. What is that? Augmented Lost Elegant Coats. What the fuck is that from? Is that Tombstone gear? Is this Reed? Is this Omega? What's the casting coat look like? Oh, that is kind of slay though. And then the healing one is just the same but white. Okay, right. Anyway, let's actually, like, you know, proceed with the game. Maybe. Right, I want to go and get that. I feel like my name isn't lower, because that guy was called like Prickly Nettle or something, and my name is Anatoly Smorin. Lord, I just gotta tell. What is the fuck is this? Hi there. Blah, 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 blah. Ew. Someone wants me to join their free company. You kind of get a lot of these. It used to be a lot worse with tells actually, because bots used to be really prominent in this game, especially in the starting areas, and you used to get tells all the time of like links to like gil selling sites where you pay real money to get gil and stuff, and it was just awful. How the fuck do I... Yeah, okay. Sorry, I just needed to change the font size because I got that tell and I couldn't read it because the font was too big. I'm gonna fucking kill Papacy. Okay, hi. I did that shit you told me. I talked to this man, he was rude to me. How was your tour of the city? Get lost? I actually did. I will. Ul'dah's a big place with lots to see and do, but wandering around aimlessly don't pay the bills. If you're serious about making a living here, you'll remember where things are. So when you go explore, and explore like you've got a purpose, eh? Alright. Alright then. What's left for you is to work hard, make money, and spend it here at the quicksand. Cool. I have gil now, 107 of it. I think that's all the gil I have in the world. No, it isn't. Okay. Lord. Melee oriented classes is a gladiator more under contain together with its skills. So essentially, melee classes have combos. So we got a new skill, Riot Blade, and it is a combo. So, yeah. Ooh. So then we're starting to get armor from quests. Well, youngling, how are you finding our fine Ul'dah then? Got your burns what you yet? So, mayhap it's time you ventured beyond the city walls. Bustling streets of Ul'dah are one thing, but the wilds of Thanalan, that's another altogether. I know a bloke you might fancy speaking to, and you, named Papashan. You find him over at the Ul'dah Dispatch Yard. No doubt he'll have some work for you. The Dispatch Yard's over in central Thanalan. Just head out the door across the hall and you'll see the Gate of Nald staring back at you. Pass through it and head east. We'll come for it for long. There's dangers behind the wall, though, more than I care to count. Nothing too terrible, mind you, but feisty enough to attack if you draw near. Don't say nobody cared enough to warn you. Anyway, I'm on this stool. Okay, cool. So now we kind of get into the start of the game, which is for a few levels, kind of just fetch questy stuff. Let's kind of go talk to this person, they'll talk to this person, and it does kind of take a while to get between things when you can't. I got an achievement because you used to get achievements for filling out the maps. Lord, I hope that was just on my screen. You used to get achievements for filling out the maps, like by going every area, but now the map is like automatically filled out, so you just gotta get the achievement. Anyway, this is a battle tutorial. I will talk about it. It's just like, this is what an achievement is. That's a really fun image. And yeah, you can get special rewards from a guy in Gridania for achievements. But anyway, this is the map again. So if you see like these, that's an Earth Aetherai, obviously. The little bag is shop, and the house with the fire in front of it is a settlement, which means if you're there, you're going to get experience point bonuses. That's a dungeon icon. We are not going to Cutter's Cry for another 30 fucking levels. This is a Fate. It's like events that pop up sometimes. They have different requirements, like defeat a certain amount of enemies, kill a boss, protect an NPC, pick up a certain amount of items and give them to the NPC before time runs out, stuff like that, you know. And these red zones are kind of like, you know, whenever there's a quest and they're like, you need to find it, or there's like enemies you need to kill, and it gives you a range. That's that. And if you remember, and also if you look at the right hand side of the screen, we have enemies to kill. So enemies you need to kill will have these icons over them. The icons will be different depending on the type of quest. If it's a normal quest, they won't have the plus. If it's a main story quest, it'll be like the jaggedy one. So anyway, if you want to start combat, hit X and you'll target the nearest thing. And you can either hit X again to start auto attacking, or you can just use a skill. If you're on controller, you hold one of the trigger buttons, and like the right trigger will bring up these skills, left trigger brings up these skills. Instead, before you do both, you get another one if you have the option. So we're gonna do fight or flight for our attack, and then it's gonna attack. Those guys are level 1, so this is easy. We have lots of experience points already. Yes, if you attack an enemy with an item equipped, the item will then be bound to you, so if you can't sell it anymore, essentially. There's another thing called spirit binding and stuff, which is about like building up like points on equipment, and then at the end of it you can break it down into like materia or some shit. I don't know. I don't take too much notice of it. But anyway, you can see all the enemies have like levels. You can see that giant tortoise is level 12, so we don't want to mess about with him right now. The Royal Plantation, oh god. A these enemies, if you see the little blue icon, that means that looks like an alien. I've just kind of realized, and that means they're passive, so they will attack you. Vast majority actually of enemies will attack you if you get in their range. You'll know they will because they'll have a little red icon. But anyway, these ones don't, so we're just gonna kill these guys. Like, they will not be of any consequence to us. Because, oh, okay, that's large. Okay, but anyway, it's just telling you we're level 5 now, so you can accept the next job quest, but you kind of have to clear the one before it, obviously. So we'll go and get that in a wee minute, but first of all, I will go to the dispatch yard and kind of talk to Papa-chan, because realistically, he's going to go ask me to do something probably in Ul'dah itself, so... Why does this guy say lube? Why you say lube? Well, you certainly look the part of an adventurer, my friend. Might you be the good soul Momodi advised me to expect him? I'm Papa-chan, station master of this humble dispatch yard. An empty title, I assure you, and truly no more than a tired old Lalafell, passing his final years in quiet and solitude. That is so sad. 12 no, there have been plenty in both of these last 5 years since the calamity struck. The devastation was vast. Yet now true old Dons work together, doing all on our power to rebuild what was laid to ruin. By the sweat of our brows and the love of our home, we have rebuilt Ul'dah to the grandeur and majesty you see today. The real ways to run through this dispatch tomorrow too were born of the noble efforts of a great many souls. But there is still much work to be done. The wounds left by the calamity run deep. Isolated areas beyond our lines of supply remain, and there are places yet wanting for relief and restoration. Ul'dah needs the aid of you and your brethren, friend. In fact, never has our need been more dire. This brings me to the point, I suppose. I do believe I may have some work which suited to one of your ability. And at this stage, you start getting quests with options of loot. So, like, you have to pick one. So you can either pick this thing that gives you money, or armor. Obviously at this stage of the game we want armor. But it's important to look at the armor you're picking, because usually they're giving out multiple pieces, but the pieces are for different classes. So if you look at this, and the little thing in the bottom right hand corner, I moved this little... That's not what I wanted to do. If you look at the thing in the bottom right, I kind of want to move that, but I can't remember how. It doesn't really matter. I can read it fine. It says, like, alter side boots, zero defense, magic defense. Item level 5. It says Disciple of War. If you look at this one, it says all classes. Then if you go underneath that, it says bonuses, intelligence +1, mind +1, strength +1, dexterity +1. So you have to kind of look at it and think, what class am I? Can I use this? Do I want to use this? And then pick the right one. And we can just put that on now. Oh, I learned Total Eclipse. If you go to, like, this little button that says recommended gear, it kind of just will automatically equip you with the recommended gear. What's the fucking difference? Oh. I was like, they didn't change that shit. I can't wait until we get to, like, the disgustingly revealing equipment. Just imagine Papa-chan as a simple task for a fledgling adventurer. So you come all this way, perhaps you can perform an errand for me. So happens a number of sentries have been sent to guard the area, dispatched to the dispatch yard as it were. Long been away from the shade and feather beds of the city. Hot days and cold nights can play hells in the Muddy and Bind out there. The Muddy and Bind. Isn't much, but go and give these Twilight pretzels, would you? Find comfort food always helps when I feel like killing myself. What the fuck? That was quite the sentence to jump on me before I realised what I was reading out loud. Thank you very much. Right, Total Eclipse is AoE. Cool. I'm gonna change about my hotbar a bit. No. I'm gonna put it there. Yeah, that's okay for now. Because I'm not gonna be getting lots of skills for a while. Halt, sir. I'm gonna have to ask you about the pretzel on the ground and place your hands above your head. Okay. See your name and business. Twilight pretzel from Papa-chan? By the gods, forgive me. You could say this new pose has my nerves in a twist. I'm terribly sorry for that. Yes, well, you may rest assured that the dispatch yard is safe as long as I stand watch. Please give Papa my thanks. Tell him I only wish to repay my favour. Cool. Oh, fuck. There is fall damage in this game, by the way. But, like, it can't kill you unless you are being targeted by an enemy. If you are being targeted by an enemy and you fall, you will most likely die. If you are not being targeted and you jump from the highest point in the game and hit the ground, you will land and still have 1 HP. You cannot die from a fall alone. It is the aggro that will kill you. Anyway, servile. What does that mean? 12 save me. Scorching days, freezing nights. This post will be the end of me. Will this pretzel help your mental health? Don't mind if I do. That's a refreshing god's damn pretzel. I feel reborn. He no longer thinks the way he did before. That was kind of fucked up, I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry, I just want to look at my traits. No, my actions. Shield Bash at level 10. Rampart soon. Yeah, I don't really get many quests, job, abilities until probably after level 30. Be coming at me. I think this game is so chill. Western Front clear, Eastern Front clear. For me, from Papa Sean, a Twilight Pretzel, my favourite. How did he know? Can't fight in an empty stomach now, can I? Actually, I can't fight on any stomach. So as you can say, I have no stomach for fighting. Why? You chose the wrong career path, my friend. You should have joined the Weavers Guild. It's right there. There's always time. I need to find that, like, gift Moogle. Even though I know exactly what he's gonna give me. Papa Sean, you returned with a deal of fewer pretzels, I see. Tell me, how far are Sultan Sworn sentries? Do they have anything to report? Anything at all? What, nothing? Are you sure? Oh dear. Take this for your troubles then, and stay a moment. There's more I would ask of you. Okay, so we get some potions. Those are completely fucking useless. So then you get like your choice of weapons. So we're gonna go with the bastard sword because we are a paladin. That was just how to use weapons. What's it look like? It's kind of brown. It looks kind of rusty. Why the fuck are you here, Cruise Chaser? Why are you lube? Floppy. Ew. And then totally at just this moment. No time for the concealment for past. The truth is, even before I had you deliver those pretzels, I was privy to some most unsettling news, which is the real reason I sent you to meet those Sultan Sworn. Okay. This sounds like a conspiracy. I don't know if I'm comfortable taking part in this. Okay. A young noblewoman from a very prestigious family has run away from home, and I've been ordered to see her safe return. Sultan Sworn you met earlier assisting with the search. Alas, it seems they find no trace of her. I apologize for not being frank with you from the start, but we must proceed with caution. Should word of her disappearance spread, I fear others with less honourable motives may join in the hunt. And should we allow her to come to any harm, not even 100 beheadings will be punishment enough. I think I know who it is. This cannot happen, Anatoly. It must not. I need you to help me find her. No. Okay, I guess we will. Praise at 12, I knew I could count on you. I've instructed the others to expand the search, but Thanalan is vast and there's only so many of us. The young noblewoman's name is Lady Lilira. I want you to go south and look for her in the vicinity of the Sultan Tree. Good luck. Okay. Alright. I will do that. Sir, you're stealing my look. Steal his look. Right, the Sultan Tree. Playing this game again and not having a mount anymore is so like, what do I do? How did I live? And I don't think you get a mount until like level like 20 something to 30. And you do need to get a mount, like the mount quest is now like required to progress with the main plot, I think now. It used to not be, so you could get very far without it. Not you would want to, but you know. I don't think I've... Oh shit. How did Lana fell? So, if you can see like the Aurora Borealis around this lady, who was exactly who I thought it would be, means you're going into an instance. Oh, Sultan Tree. You're about to enter an instance battle. Instance battles only occur during certain quests and missions. Take a moment to read the information. Blah, 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 blah. So essentially, it's like a quest fight. You know what I should have done? I should have done my gladiator quests first, so I'd have better equipment. I don't think I'll die during this instance. Do I read over this? My feelings have cost us dear. She does slay. Oh, show yourself. Thancred. Now why is he here? Is that Reagan? It isn't safe, honestly. There's a lot of hornets. Okay, that's disturbing. Thancred, I'm sorry, but you don't slay as much as Astola. Are you not really hot in that outfit? I'm not gonna lie. Oh. Oh, okay. There's a fucking demon here. Does Thancred fight in 2.0? Because, like, I know later on he's a rogue, but rogue didn't exist at this point. Until like 2.3 or something. Okay, you can't just ask me to do that, Thancred. Okay, what the fuck are you doing? Because, like... What is he doing? Oh, he's like a gladiator. Okay. Okay, so... I don't think Total Eclipse has like... No, it doesn't do like any debuffs or anything. I'm sorry, what the fuck do you mean miss? Oh, it's because he's level 12. You do have an accuracy decrease for enemies that are higher level than you, so like if you went up and attacked something that was level 40, first of all you would die instantly, second of all, you would not be able to hit it at all, I fear. This is a bit loud. Excuse me. I'm sorry, but that's not loud. Okay, I have the feeling that I'm supposed to deal with... You just use Flash? So I'm supposed to deal with you guys. Yeah. Okay, so because this is like early game stuff, it is kind of... It's very... Yeah, of course I want healing. I've taken 0 damage so far. It's early game stuff, so you're literally pressing like the same like 3 buttons in a row. It is quite repetitive, but like later on, you're obviously gonna get more skills. It's gonna be a lot more to do. You are not a girl. You use Sword Oath? That is like not existed for quite a few years. Where did you learn that? Who told you about that? Okay, Thancred, you said more of them. There's 2, and there's only been 1 for quite a while. Does the game expect you to do this quest at like level 2? I'm quite confused. Alright, Mr. Blanga, please don't do this to me. No, it's fine. We're gonna send him right back to hell. I'm gonna buff this last one. We're gonna kick him with this hit. Okay. I think I got the last hit. You can't find out, but I don't care enough to. Anyway, that was fun. Shall we kiss? I think that would be a perfect time to kiss. Oh yeah, I forgot about this weird mechanic that they had in 2.0. The crystals. I just love when your character just randomly goes to the void and has a weird vision. So fun. Oh, is this? Oh, yes. This is plot. This is plot relevance. Shadowbringers. They'll get to talk to God themselves. That's not them. Stop. Sorry, my TV screen's like flashing rainbow colors for some reason. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. That's not Highland either. Excuse me, I yawned because I was at work from very early today. What time is it? Oh my god, it's past 10. I can go for a bit longer tonight. So essentially this is another game where we just have to go find the crystals. Although to be fair, I don't think Final Fantasy has done go and find the crystals since like, oh god, it must have been like 5. The last time that you got the 4 crystals, although there are 6 in this game. Although you do find a crystal in 15, but that came after this. And it's different. Also, this music says... That is Hydaelyn. Oh, this really does hit after Endwalker. Girl, who the fuck? No, who the hell was that? Those people that died? Oh, I hope not. Was there other people that have the echo, maybe? I don't remember that. Anyone else watch Pub Team Epic? Remember I referenced Titan Extreme? That was weird. That was really strange. Why did they do that? It was just... Ew. Some of the textures in this game are kind of stinky when you look right at them. Hi Thancred. I'm not supposed to know your name. I'm not supposed to know a lot of things. That was the devil. It's beyond human comprehension. Evil. So, in Gridania, I'm pretty sure then Golem attacks you? No. something else happens first that I remember. I feel like we have to fight the golem at some stage anyway. I was just sleepy. Yeah, I had to speak to God for a second, don't mind me. I love your neck tattoo. Did you have to write a thesis to get that? Okay. Okay. Slay. Absolutely not. Oh, he said that and I yawned at the exact same time. Okay. Right, let's go back and tell this guy that Thingamajigamy, she was with us. She did not care to come back with us. She wanted to go herself. And we saw the devil and it stirred back. But we succeeded. It's like one of those TikToks that are like, oh, you see a demon. Sorry, no, I was just about to set up. There's been something going on with my For You page recently because I was scrolling through it and then suddenly I get a live and it's like someone lying in bed trying to sleep and then like the nun from The Exorcist is stood behind him and it's like, if you give us £5, well, she'll wake up. And I'm like, why am I being shown this? I did not ask for this. Anyway, it's really weird. I kind of wish it would stop. Like the gods you returned, you had us also worried. You do realize what would happen if a person of your noble stature were to be injured, or worse. Why, her grace the Sultana would be beside herself with grief. So would her subjects. They dare say they'd be weeping in the streets. But I already give you cause to weep, Papashan. You and the people of Ul'dah. These people are going to kill themselves. Please, you're not to say such a thing. We will find it, I swear to you. It's not my place to make demands, my lady, but I beg you, please stay out of harm's way. I apologize for causing you undue worry, Papashan. I shall refrain from travelling unescorted in future. That sword is the side of that guy. Like, that sword is probably longer than his entire body. Someone on Twitter the other day said that Lalafells walk as if they've shot themselves, and I get that. Cannot thank you enough, Anatoly. I understand you fought bravely to protect Lady Lilira from void-sent fiends. From your gallant service, you deserve all the riches in the royal vaults. Alas, a small token of my gratitude is the best I can offer. It's fine. I got a cool ring on. A sarcastic man with a strange contraption strapped to his shoulder. I see you met Thancred. He's a scholar who spends his days investigating oddities in the aether. Rather too fond of the sound of his own voice for my liking, but perfectly harmless. Sounds like me, honestly. As for you, Anatoly, you're just the sort of adventurer we need around here. Pray you show the same kindness to the people of Thanalan as you did to us today. Yay. I kinda wanted some armor, but it's okay. I'll get some at some stage. Roll actions. Okay. So roll actions, I explained it before. Every tank is going to learn the same roll actions. Every tank learns Rampart. That's Rampart. It's just because they're things that are useful. Anyways, hi. You're an adventurer, yes. You're not otherwise occupied. I have a favour to ask. I've resolved to repay a debt of gratitude which I owe to the owner of the coffer and coffin. For this purpose, I've purchased from the royal plantations a prodigiously plump pumpkin, a particularly popular piece of produce. Why would you make me say that? Alas, I cannot part this place to procure and proffer the pumpkin. You see, the scheduled shipment from the Nanawa mines, for which I wait, is late. I will prevail upon you to pick up the pumpkin in my stead, and see it safely to the coffer and coffin. Present this receipt of purchase to Gagari at the Royal Plantations, and she will yield it to you. I apologize for asking you to attend to this time-consuming task, but I truly appreciate your assistance. Why did you have to speak to me in a fucking riddle? I understand that I'm going the complete opposite direction, but I want to hand in the Gladiator quest and get the next one, just so I can kind of progress with that a bit, because I know that it does give you armor, and armor is always very useful. I'm sorry. 20 gil. I'll do whatever you want. That's... oh my god. What the fuck? Yeah, these are the refugee camps. They're not refugee camps, they're just poor people camps, I think, at this stage. Eventually they do become refugee camps for several reasons. Yeah. Where is the fucking post-Moogle in this place? Like, honestly. Are they in here? The Gold Court? Are they in the Hustings strips? Where the hell are they? That's not them. Are they over here? Oh, okay, they're up there. Okay. Right, let's go up there and see what this Moogle has for me. Even though I know what it's gonna be like collector's edition stuff, pre-order of expansion stuff. Because I pre-ordered like every single one. Hi. This is the delivery Moogle. Mognet. It does not matter what he's saying. Yes, you can get sent letters. Someone wants, okay. Oh, okay, so we got Memphina's earring and Wynapalm minion. Minions are just things that can like walk beside you. Untradeable items are unique items you can give to people. Unique items are things you can get once. Aetheryte earring and baby gremlin, that's for Shadowbringers. This is the Squall Leonhart. Armor for subbing. This is the Zidian tribal armor. And this is the Firion Final Fantasy 2. This is Heaven's Ward stuff, I think. This is just literally 4 was 2 and 2 was 4. That was for Heaven's Ward pre-ordering. It doesn't give you anything. It's all glamour. They're not good armor pieces. This is the Cloud Advent Children look. Oh, the Moogle. Why? I don't know. Oh, Chaha Chocobo, that is for Collector's Edition. This is, I'm not quite sure what that's for. Riemann, Minion, and Whistle. Yes, this is, I don't remember what that's for. Black Chocobo stuff. Wind Up Cursor and Fantasia, that is for the Collector's Edition of the original game, which I got by accident. I ordered a physical copy on Amazon of the normal one, and then they sent me the Collector's Edition. Behemoth Barding for a Chocobo that I can't use yet. Baby Behemoth Minion. Hello Light, which is good up until level 10. Anyway, that's fun. A bit of gear. Yeah. So, now that I have these items, my experience gain goes up. So that's good. Anyway, let's use a few items. Also, you may have noticed when I was fighting things that it showed that I was like getting stuff like marmot meat, animal skin, animal sinew, potions. Those are for crafting and stuff like that. Anyway, once you get a minion and stuff, you have to use them. And then you can summon them. You can get mounts at this stage, but you can't use them until you do the quest that unlocks mounts, because you have to like get a license or some shit, I don't remember. It used to be that some mounts could fly and some couldn't, but then they realized that no one used the mounts that couldn't fly because everyone wanted to fly. so they made them all fly. Excuse me. And Fantasia is the thing that lets you edit your appearance. What was I gonna do? Oh, I'll get on a minion. So, like, you got your Black Chocobo Chick Courier, Wind Up Moogle, Baby Behemoth, and a Rayman, Baby Gremlin, Wind Up Cursor. Also, like, those descriptions, some of them are really funny. Anyway, there's Palom. Bad bitch, then couple alert. But, like, yeah, we can have a little black mage. He kind of follows you around. It's fun. I might bring out Palom actually, just because I like Palom. There he is. He's funny. Look at him. He's gonna run around with us now. So that's fun. What the fuck was I doing though? I was going to the Gladiators Guild. That's where I was going. I know I'm like literally falling asleep here, but I want to get a bit done more. Yas, Q, no G. Palom doesn't jump, unfortunately. None of the minions do. I just remembered it's how to get one minion, which was really weird. So there's like an area in Lanasia where there's like a magic pot, and if you give it an elixir, it gives you the sun as a minion. It's quite fun. Oh. Sorry, I just like to like examine random people. Because you can look at their armor and stuff, it's kind of fun. Welcome back, Anatoly. I take you've dispatched the beasts and with ease. Rest assured there'll be greater challenges to come. If you wish to master the sword, you must test yourself against a wide variety of foes. To this end, I present you this hunting log. It contains information on creatures ideal for a gladiator in training. Doubtless gain valuable experience should you seek out and slay them. It's only with such practice you will recognize and eliminate the deficiencies in your technique. Your training under me shall continue once the half sits so snugly in your hand that you cannot imagine holding aught else. Until then, Anatoly. You gotta get them every 5 levels. She gave me some steak. She gave me a hunting log, which is, I'll show you now. So hunting log gives you like lists of enemies. It tells you where to get them as well, and then for every like group of enemies you kill, you get experience, and you get a big bunch of experience once you get all 10 difficulties in a rank. Once you hit level 11 and clear the first rank, you can go to rank 2. Then you know, level 4, level 5, and then there's like one for every base class in the game that release with Realm Reborn. Once you get the Heavens War classes, they don't care about that anymore. Anyway, Anatoly, I take it you and your sword have become better acquainted. They will now instruct you on another fundamental aspect of what it means to be a gladiator, commanding an opponent's attention. As gladiators, we are trained to engage enemies at close range, weathering their attacks as we deliver our own. However, there are times when we must do battle alongside allies whose talents are not the same as our own. In such a situation, your role is not to slay the enemy in front of you, but rather defend the man beside you. We do this by eliciting the enmity of our opponents through attacks and techniques designed to incite their hatred. You must learn to draw the enemy's attention to yourself and to trust in your stout constitution to endure. What the fuck was that? In so doing, you protect your weaker comrades who would otherwise perish. To help you better understand this, there's a task I have to perform. It just so happens that Momodi of the Quicksand has requested our assistance. A gang of Laminzan marauders has paraded into town and begun harassing people outside her establishment. Paraded. Men like these are prey on the weak, but will turn tail and flee at the first sign of defiance. You need not resort to violence, it will suffice to show them that you are not afraid of them, and will not tolerate their behaviour. Seek out the Laminzans and make your presence known by bellowing, "Face me, marauder." In this way, you will protect the people of Ul'dah as you would your allies in battle. Cool. Okay, so essentially, there are some quests where they will be like, you have to go up to an NPC or an object and use an emote. And this is one of them. Also, I'm really glad they added like a map to that Aetheryte screen. Okay, so go to this Menacing Marauder. What do you unlock? Oh, that's Reaper. So if we emote me, and then he'll be like, the fuck do you mean? I'm sorry, what did that say? Why did I skip that? You blaming me because this little shite shot his own pants? Girl. I don't know if these are people I want to be instigating if they made that man shit himself. You know, your friend here's a 12 damage cheat, thinks he can charge us more because we're foreigners. All he get is his own back, mark me words. Actually, you can do whatever you want if they're cheating you because of that. It's kinda mean. Hi, can you leave her alone, please? I want you to do that to me instead. The hell's your problem? Maybe she likes her men rough. What are you supposed to be, a bleeding manservant? Bah, don't matter, you're gonna spoil the mood. I'm available. That's why I was pointing at myself. I'm like, no, me. Please. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm going to sneeze. You, please. That's so annoying. I did not sneeze. Me? Hello? Oh, come on now. I was disrespecting my pride. Seawolf heritage. Finally, the bastard be, but we aren't finished. Yay. Oh, we have to go inside now. Oh, this helm is kind of dumb looking. Wait, let me look at my armory chest. Is it like full? No, it's only got like 4 things in it. I'll get rid of those things once we get in the in room. Oh, hey, this is this part. Meek poxy arse, this is your best brew. Better brew a pint of me own piss in this swill. Some of the messages in this game are quite vulgar. Who the hell do you think you are speaking to me? I'm Farmold the Driven. And me and the bloody marauders have been reaving so long, mothers scared their children with tales about us. Don't believe me words and let me axe do the talking. Please don't do that in here, sir. This is a restaurant. Oh, this is lively even for the quicksand. You two gonna put up on a show for us here? What's this? Another goddamn fool? Show some respect when you talk to Farwell the Driven, leader of a troop of bloody mummers or some such. I heard you the first time. Your voice carries quite well. Then unless you want me to split your skull with me axe, you better. Are you alright? Ooh. That's kind of pixely. That sword, it can be frenzy, but only the sword of Nald would... Oh, bloody hells, it's you. You know, I've never been one to stand back and watch. Mind if I join the fun? Begging your pardon, sir. Okay, bye. Why did I always do that? Looks like it's just you and me. Standing up to that Leminzen was quite brave of you, and quite foolish. I think I like you, Gladiator. Name's Aldous, and I buy you a drink, but I'm afraid I just spent the last of my coin. I used to be a young gladiator like you. Back then but that hardly concerns you. These days I'm just an explorer of the unexplored, a seeker of as of yet unknown experiences. Like that beautiful stranger keeping my bed warm right now. Gods, I've missed this city. This wonderful desert jewel of debauchery and sin. Not if you excuse me. How dare you? He's going back to the man in his bed. Work. Hi, Woody. I've been doing very well, thank you for asking. I swear if I hadn't seen Aldous with my own eyes, I wouldn't believe it was him. Everyone here thought he died years ago. Listen, Anatoly, do me a favor and don't tell Mila about meeting Aldous, alright? She doesn't need this sort of drama. Why? Well, let's just say some folk ain't good for one another. Work. I'm gonna go tell her right now. I thought I saw a blue quest, and it was a blue quest, but it was not the blue quest I wanted. It was the one I'm doing right now. I don't know why if I want any blue quests. Gladiators Guild, that's what I want. Like, see, I have this habit where, like, I need to open the map. I need to look at it, and it's like, you know where you're going. Already heard of your exploits to the quicksand. You did well to send those marauders packing. Wish you could have said we've heard the last of them. Alas, we've received reports of axe-wielding raiders assaulting merchants traveling through Scorpion Crossing. Seems words will not suffice after all. Want you to finish what you've begun, Anatoly. Head to Western Thanalan and see that Farmel the Driven and all those shared in his crimes never trouble the people of Ul'dah again. Okay. Now tell me where that is. Okay, it's just middle Western Western Thanalan, that's okay. And we can just teleport there. Okay. Where is the... Oh, there's a blue one there, and that is where the hardest goblet. I don't care about that. Oh, I'm gonna kill these guys now, just because of the hunting log. I'll have it done. There's like not really much point in doing it for a class that you're gonna be going through the plot with, because you're gonna out level the plot very quickly. In all honesty, like I'm going to level up now. Just from killing this, not even just the hunting log experience. Like I'm level 9 already, and what level is this? Level 6, that's not stacks above it, but like once I start doing dungeons, your level kind of skyrockets, and especially with like the patch quest, like the main plot of this patch of like the Realm Reborn, the original game, is 2.0. Then you get quests in 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 2.5 that are all at the level cap of 50, but you keep gaining experience, so you kind of level up very quickly. They tore me from me saddle and took everything I own. Bring my goods back to you, I beg of you. Interacting. Fate is stored for full active time event. I didn't know that. Anyway, interacting. Yes. Okay, so this is a feat. So like what you have to do in this one is now let's chip our characters are the main 4 of cause. Or the number 4 cause of foot irritation, all Western Thanalan. Is then a few character wars, we can see that number drop to 6th or even 7th. So essentially in this, it's telling you you need to kill the character wars. And you can see there's a little purple thing beside their name there. That means that's what you have to kill. Anyway, there's a caravan sack here because it has purple clouds out of it. We're going to get attacked. It's very easy to tell in a quest if you're going to get attacked or not by interacting with something. The orange thing was an AoE. That means that if you stand in it, you get hurt when it finishes casting. Anyway, Farmel, fuck you. Die, idiot, stinky. Ragnall, that was my kill. Thanks. I'm leaving. Anyway, they're not gonna bother us anymore because they are not alive. I was like, do I want to go and get the fucking Aetheryte over there? I don't think I do, because it's very high level over there. If it weren't for good men like you, I'd never leave home. Okay, serve. Right, we're not gonna hit level 10, so we're not gonna get the next one. Can I not? I can't do the leave quests yet, I guess. Leave quests are like mini quests that like you can do to get experience. They're good for leveling up until level 15 before you can do like dungeons and stuff. If you don't want to go in the Palace of the Dead, and also for like crafting and gathering classes, because you'll get a leave that is like get as much as you can from gathering at this point, or like gather a certain amount of these in the shortest amount of time, or for crafting ones it's just like make 5 of these. Just go do it. If they're high quality, we'll give you money for them. I don't know. But there's always like a little story behind it, being like, this is why you're doing this. This is who needs it. This is why they need it. And I'm like, that's fun. Everything seems to have a reason. The world building in this game is really good. Good, it's finished. And on top of that, the stage of your training is complete. This time your enemies were ill-behaved ruffians, but who knows what manner of opponents will you face in the future. Regardless, I have faith you will do well. Master your sword, and you shall master yourself. Now then, there will be work for you in the days to come. Return to your training. We'll speak again. Then we get to pick what we want. I'm gonna take the chest. So now we have chest piece, yes. Arms are away, thank god. And we can't get the next one because we're still level 9 for now. So I'm gonna go do the main quest. So we want to go to the Gate of Nald because it's closer to the plot. You know, earlier I was thinking, I'm like, I think I could get to the dungeons in one stream, and I was like, those are level 15. I don't think we will. Also, why is this world called Sagittarius? I know there's like the Zodiac and stuff, but like, I don't think there was anything called Sagittarius. It should be called Shemazai. Anyway, if Cicidor doesn't call Colin soon, this particular specimen will sadly be past its prime. Hi, I would like it. Oh, you're here to deliver this decadent delight. I can say with confidence any gourmand will be grateful for such a grand gift. I hate this fucking... Here's the pumpkin. I hope it meets with Roger's approval. Fresh produce is somewhat scarce in these parts, and such we always deluge with demand. You're the way to the Coffer and Coffin, correct? It's beyond the bridge to the northwest. Look for a place where the local labourers lounge. I hate every fucking person in this country for speaking in tongues. Okay. The Coffer and Coffin is up there just before the what the fuck is this thing called? Aetheryte. So we're gonna go look at the Aetheryte first. And I think we'll learn Teleport, because this is the second one we've attuned to. Areas like this don't have like Ethernet, it's just Aetheryte. So like you'll notice this area only has one. Other areas will have two. Eastern Thanalan doesn't have two. Southern Thanalan does have two. So there's Broken Water and Little Alamigo. Beside the Sunken Temple of Karn, which is the worst dungeon in the game. I just want to mention that. I fucking hate that place. And there's the second one, because some areas are just really big. That is a feat you can activate, because it's an escort one as far as I remember, and they don't like starting those one before people are there, because it'll feel quicker. Because you can feel fates, obviously. Fates, no one really does the ones here anymore. People probably do fate trains on Endwalker stuff still because of the bicolor gemstones and stuff like that. You can level up your fates and stuff. Anyway, we're gonna teleport. So it's broken up into like city states. That's Alancia, Gridania, your Ul'dah ones. As you can see, it costs 100 to teleport to there, or 194 to go back to Ul'dah. It's Kurthus, Skurabania, the Far East. That's Thavner, Nordran, Other, Walk. I don't know what the fuck that one is. But anyway, this is the Coffer and Coffin. It's a bar. It's funny. Hi Roger, drink for you laddie. You won't get better ELS spirits for your coin at me, please. What's that? We said I asked you to bring this here to me. Ha! So you've not foul-mouthed drunk knows the meaning of remorse. Reckon this is for the time I carried his drink sodden arse back home. But hell's an honest to God's pumpkin from the royal plantations. Can't wait to see what the cooks will do with her. Lads here scoffed down beastly amounts of meat, and it's starting to tell on their health. We're good to get more vegetables in their bellies, assuming I can get the stubborn bastards to try something new. Thanks for the help, laddie. Thank you. Oh, I got Oath Gauge. Okay, so this is where we start to get job-specific actions. So every job has, as you can see, like there's a new symbol right in the middle of the screen. Every job has a unique one of them. The one for Paladin, it will change as it goes up, but the one for Paladin at the minute indicates if you have Iron Will activated or not. And Iron Will is a stance, which essentially, I'll read it off of the actions thing actually, significantly increases enemy generation, so it just makes it a lot easier for you to get aggro in dungeons and stuff like that. They used to have two stances for Paladin. It used to be Shield Oath, which is essentially what this is. And then it had Sword Oath, which was like, as far as I remember, it was decreased enmity. And also increased attack, I think. Sorry, I just wanted to change that very quickly. So yeah, so I just got that now. Okay. Anyway. No, because it's a higher level. I was like, why is that better? Word is Blackbrush Station's solely undermanned. Stone torches there can't get a moment's peace. We'll open a name of Wire and is hoping to bolster their numbers for a short-term assignment or two. You fancy putting a few extra gil in your pocket? You could do a lot worse. Gear. So it's essentially telling you, like, you got armor now. You gonna use that shit? You gonna put on some clothes? Okay, I'm just gonna leave them to it. I will not be participating. Thank you. I could go back to Thanalan and get the new quest, but I think I'm just gonna go talk to this guy instead. Hey Warren. Looking for work perchance? If so, you couldn't have come at a better time. We stone torches or sell swords hired by Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern to protect its interests. Our primary duty here is to keep the tracks clear of pests. For this purpose we require your aid. I should point out, however, it can be messy work, and liable to get messier still if you're ill-prepared. A single piece of gear can be the difference between life and death. Not having on my conscience that I sent an ill-equipped adventurer to an untimely demise. See to it that your arms and armor are in order. When you're ready, present yourself to me again. Cover your head, body, hands, legs, and feet with gear of item level 5 or above without requiring to speak to Warren. I have done that. Essentially, though, is go get a headpiece. Ready for inspection? Yes. Good, everything appears in order. Yet know that naught is guaranteed in this world. Fate is a fickle mistress, after all. At any rate, capable adventurers like you are fewer and far between, and I would not have you throw your life away. I've had to bury too many comrades who brush aside cracks in their hauberks and dints in their delms. No matter what you face, do not disregard the importance of gear. Okay. So, like, immediately, the thing that we had on is outclassed by this. Hi Warren. Again. Let's get to it then, shall we? Ore wagons pass through the station every day, not without incident. Wagons coming and going from the dispatch yard to the south must pass through a tunnel by Fesca's watch. A tunnel in which some genius saw fit to put an ore storehouse, creating ideal conditions for a goblin nest. Some of the ore-loving beasts have taken up residence in a tunnel we dug, and were practically delivering meals at our doorsteps. But no more. Inside the tunnel in question, you'll find a narrow fissure with a goblin's hide. Use a silver roll cruster to lure out the creatures and then slay them. Key items, yeah, essentially. We all know what a key item is. I don't need to explain that. You get an item, it's key, and you use it. So anyway, he's talking about this. I'm gonna stand inside this turtle now. Do you have eyes? Oh, it does. Ew. I hate that, actually. Actually, I despise the look of this. Where did music go? Right, this is the tunnel in question. Gina, you may move. Right, let's use the silver ore. I have a feeling I'm going to be asked to fight more than one of these. Sorry, I just wanted to move that, because it's not part of the combo. Shield Bass is just stun. Oh my god, I can't use Shield Bash actually, because I don't have a shield equipped. Is that it? Yes, it is. Okay, Warren. I did it. Can you give me my new sword, please? That lady's a gambler. I wish I had a mount. It would be so much faster. Hi Warren. Shan't be easy work to keep the tunnel free of goblins. but our wagon should be able to go unmolested for a time. Disruption to worship threatened not only the interests of Amaginian sons, but of Ul'dah herself. One might even liken these train tracks to the Vians that bear our nation's lifeblood. If only we had more men like you to lend a hand. I want us a word. I'm level 12. How did this happen? Wait a minute. Low blow is stun, isn't it? So I'll put it here. Because I've already got one stun. Hi, Zuzumeta. What do you want? Oh. You got a picture. Ah, the altruistic adventure. I was hoping we'd bump into each other. Why? Because the most fascinating piece of news recently reached my ears, and I'm eager to share it. May I? Rumor has it there's a vast untapped ravine of ore beneath the ruins of Silda. That is not all. Inconceivably, the concern appears to be entirely ignorant of its existence. And even as we speak, a young upstart, self-made merchant from Stone's Throw of all places, is moving to claim it. The fellow's name is Wystan, and he's a very, very ambitious young man. Not only does he intend to secure exclusive excavation rights, they say his master plan is to use his new fortune to curry favour with the Sakura. Of course, the thaumaturges only consider the opinions of the most wealthy when drafting the laws of Ul'dah. If you would have your voice heard, you must be prepared to pay the Sultan's ransom. One voice which is unvariably heard belongs to Lord Lolorido. He has long lavished skill among the thaumaturges. Some claim he devises new laws with the express intention of ruining his competitors, while protecting his own interests. I'm not surprised. Suffice to say, if Wystan thinks he can compete with the likes of the Syndicate, he's in for a rude awakening. But that eventuality may yet be a little way off. For the present, he's moving ahead with his plans, assembling the team to survey the site. Told he's at the Coffer and Coffin right now, recruiting able-bodied adventurers to escort his prospectors. Warren said you were looking for work. Mayhap you should meet Wystan and volunteer for his expedition. Cool. I might do that. No guarantees. What is this? Oh, that's for, materia and stuff. Okay, Wystan. Sir? Hello? Oh, ew. Come to join? Sorry, but you're too late. Some Brassplane's looking for extra coin volunteered, and the team's already en route to the ruins. But look, I know it's not easy to find work these days. If you're interested, there's something else you can do for me. There are these children outside, little ones from Stone's Throw. I look after them when I have time to spare instead of taking to follow me around, even when I tell them not to. But what with overseeing the search for the Vian, I barely have a chance to visit the privy at the moment. Much less entertain younglings. Can you give them those ginger cookies and convince them to go home for me? Stranger danger, honestly. I should not be speaking to these kids. Hi. Why are there so many of you? But Wystan always plays with us. Why won't he come out and play? That is just a Lalafell. Wow, a ginger cookie. I better save some for my brother. I'll know, I'll go home and eat it with him. I like playing with Wystan. He makes sure no one bullies us. Wistan's worried about us? Oh, I don't want to make him worried. I'm a good girl, so I'll go home. Wow, she's confident. Wistan's kind to us. I like him. I like him too, actually. He seems nice. This is for me. I want to eat it, but then again I don't, because then it'd be gone. Tell Wystan thanks, and tell him I'm sorry for getting in the way. That's sad. That is very sad. I ain't going nowhere, mister. I'm too hungry to move. Besides, you'll have to carry me. I will not be doing so. A cookie? Well, if Wystan really wants me to go home, then alright, but I want two next time. Hi, Wystan. I choose to away your kids. They died on the way home to their home planet. This is the cutscene of me telling me the kids are dead. Thank you, adventurer. I only wish I could do more. Stone's Throw is no place for a child. Not that my child was much happier. Never enough food to go around, nor work to earn it. But no shortage of content from the great and the good. I remember thinking things could only get better. Yet now, after the calamity and everything else, for us refugees to be forced to live outside the gates like bloody beastmen is a disgrace. Oh, they are refugee camps. I say with enough money you can change the laws here. So I'm going to make a fortune and do just that. Buy the excavation rights and start my own mining business. Then I'll give my fellow refugees the work they're crying out for and pay them fairly. Mining companies have profited from our suffering for too long, but in their hubris they've grown complacent, presenting us with a golden opportunity. We will take an adventure, we will reclaim our dignity, and with our place within those walls. Hi. We found her, we found the vein. Listen, you must come and see. Already amazing, we leave at once. You should join me, my friend. Come and bear witness to history in the making. I think this man may be disappointed severely. I'm afraid to say. It's the ruins of Solda. Why are there so many fates, Lord? Lots of things are happening. The boss here. Why? I'm sorry. Why are you so loud? Loud? Large. I'm sorry, but it's like, why is the... Let's see if there's another option for font size. No? Okay. Tooltip size. Standard. Yeah, that's better. I'm gonna break my legs. As you see, yeah, I fell quite a while, but didn't really do much damage. Also, this man's gonna get fucked up by the team he brought. Like, they're going to kill him. That's what's happening here. Rest in peace to Winston. Yeah. That's balls, son. A vein of ore in the ruined bloody city. Goddamned idiot. What do you think was gonna happen? You'd strike it rich and get cozy with the Order while the masters of Ul'dah looked on? No one crosses the Syndicate. The Syndicate? Ah, finally sunk in, has it? Oh yeah, they were hired to kill this man. Look at this, not all your friends deserted you, it seems. Lucky boy. Now you won't have to die alone. Why am I in the water? Oh god. Why are you here? O mournful voice of creation, grant ye the humble stone a soul, so it may wake to life. Oh, so now we fight the golem. Who's that spouting gibberish? Show yourself. You fight this guy in all three routes. Okay. Maybe they're all the same, but in different places. This isn't part of the plan. Bloody hell, is this Lord Ul'dah mean to kill us too? Yeah, probably. Respectfully, he probably does. I won't lie to you. Do I have Armwell on? I do. Hi. I don't have stun. I can't shield bash you if I need to, I'm sorry. Are you strong enough to withstand this? Why is that so large? It wasn't that big, I guess. Ugh. Stunned him. Got him. You can't stun every single one of those, so fights soon become a memorizing what you can stun, what you can't stun, what you have to dodge, what you don't have to dodge. Anyway, that thing melted. But the golem could be vanquished. This man is no ordinary adventurer. What? Who was that? I'm sure we won't see him again. At least, not once. I'm gonna take a sip. Thankard, you were a good lot of help. Damn, seems I missed all the fun. So you didn't need my help this time? No, I didn't. I'm better. I'm gonna have a moment now, though. Is this me going into the Echo to be like, oh my god, the Syndicate is corrupt? Wait a minute. Excuse you. I will compose a ballad in your honor, but I fear no words would do you justice. Songstress of Ul'dah herself could not rival your beauty. Oh, stop it. I've oft heard it that Blossom's beauty can move a man to love and long, but I never truly believed it until I met you two desert roses. What the hell is going on? I hear they attacked another caravan. And business is suffering for it. Bloody Malja. What stirred them up, do you reckon? Another raid. No wager that caravan was carrying crystals, much like the last. They truly mean to summon a primal. We must act quickly. Are you coming, love? You wouldn't keep a girl waiting, would you? Did that say a forward filly? Excuse you me? Perish the thought. So tell me, where in this marvel of a city might you lovely ladies be staying? Does this work? Does talking like that to people... What the fuck? Oh yeah, I'm like, does talking to people like that work? Are you okay? Oh, he's traumatized from what those women put him through. At this rate, grain will seem to be more precious than gold. A result of the uncommonly bad harvests, to be sure. We have you to thank for them, do we not? Aye, this weakening to the etheric flow must surely be linked to Dalaman's descent. Oh, this is a flashback from, like, before it, the moon fell. Oh, that's a while ago. And of course to the primals. Fine mess, but we must not lose hope. Oh, this is like, oh yeah, I was gonna say, Louis Swab will know what to do. We need only trust in his judgment. This is pre the Battle of Cardinal. Oh. Oogly boogly. Truly a marvel of Charlayan ingenuity. This is if I could just reach out and touch the ether. What are you doing? What was that? Thancred, sir, are you alright? Time to focus. No more gallivanting about like before. The Scions are counting on you. Have faith. Just have faith. You can do this. This disturbance is recent. Sultan Tree? Maybe Papa Sham will know something about it. And then he goes to the Sultan Tree. And who else is at the Sultan Tree? But us and that random lady, who we'll never see again, I'm sure. I was like, sir, are you alright? It's like they gave you quite a thrashing. Can you walk? No. It's me. I was too late. A person of interest had already quit the scene. The General? Very well. I'll be there at dawn. My colleagues went to great lengths to provide me with the means to detect etheric disturbances, but every time I find one, you seem to be in the middle of it. Starting to wonder if it might not be simpler just to follow you around. Sadly, I have business elsewhere. Excuse me. Tread softly, my friend. The carefully laid trap you dismantled was clearly sanctioned by Lord Lolorito. Heard the Blades mention him as they fled. Believe me when I tell you he's not a man to be trifled with. Sultana's enemies grow bolder by the day, and I suspect they have the support of outside forces. Thank you. If you hadn't come along, those bastards would have surely slaughtered us all. I would speak with you further, but it isn't safe for us to linger here. Find me at the coffer and coffin later. Until then, stay safe. Okay. I shall accompany Wystan and his men. They need protection, and I need more information. Ah, but where are my manners? I have yet to properly introduce myself. I am Thancred, a humble scholar surveying the flow of aether in Thanalan. It's an honour and a privilege to make your acquaintance. I hope when next we meet it is under more auspicious circumstances. Farewell. When do we get the "this is Thancred" meme? Endwalker. Ah, wait a moment. It occurs to me we may have... Never mind. Very well. What was he gonna say? He may... Oh, girl, you were too close to me. Anyway, right, I'm gonna go to the Cawthron Coffin. I'm gonna kind of like do a bit of the main quest, and then I think I'll go and get the level 10 Gladiator quest, and then I might leave it at that stage because it is 11 PM. I'm going for like almost 3 hours. Not that that's an issue, because I could literally sit and play this game all day. I probably will tomorrow, realistically, because I don't have plans. I'll sit here with a drink and get my tombstones so I can get my item level up so I can actually do like the new content when it comes out in a week and a half. Oh, I wonder, is there another tombstone or is it going to be the same one? Probably not. Hi. 12 bless you, my friend. You risked your life to save ours. Betrayed by my own guards. Gods, I was a fool to trust those men. Lodorito owns the goddamn brass blades. Should have questioned their motive from the start. Even so, I could hardly have predicted the wealthiest man in Ul'dah would want me dead for the heinous crime of cheeking the chains of law. Just not merchants, for God's sake. He wanted to change the law that he made specifically to give himself power. Of course, you would want to be dead after that. That ruthless bastard. What of that monstrosity? Those were his own men. It beggars belief. Well, that's it. I'm finished. If I stay in Ul'dah any longer, I'm as good as dead. My associates, my friends, gods, even his children may not be safe if I don't disappear. And you, gods damn it, if Lodorito learns of your involvement, you'll be next. Speak with the others and make sure your pardon stays secret. Beyond that, I don't know what to suggest. Maybe you should seek the counsel of Mistress Momody. She's helped countless adventurers in her time. Mayhap she'll know what to do. Go quickly now, my friend. Lodorito's spies may be watching. So, okay. So, it wants me to go back, so I'm just gonna return. It's just so much easier. I know it's not far, but like... Also, I don't know if I mentioned, but return has a 5-minute cooldown. No, 15, not 5. 5 minutes would be nothing. So, like, you can only go back to your return point every 15 minutes, which is, you know, that's fine. Sorry, I'm gonna move this to there. I'm just gonna delete these from the hotbar because I know what skill I'm getting next, and I want it to be where those skills were, because I have a system. I know where my range skills go. Anyway, hi Momody. Settle down, Anatoly. You've got nothing to worry about. No one seems to know you with the ruins. Girl, you do. Whiston, on the other hand, is now a pariah. About as welcome round here as a rabid wolf, poor bugger. Suffice to say, that boy risked the wrath of the wrong man. Lord Lodorito, chairman of the East Alderney Trading Company, generous contributor to the Order of Nalthal, and member of the Syndicate. Don't get where he is by leaving loose ends, that one. Which is why he ain't above killing his own men. Hell, even those blades knew what was coming. It's not like they could refuse to do their benefactor's bidding. Don't let this colour your view of Ul'dah, Anatoly. It's true that there are some here who ain't afraid to crack a few skulls if it gets them what they want. Most of us are decent folk, just trying to make ends meet. You know, a lot of people will call you a damn fool for risking your life to save a marked man. But I believe you did a good thing, and for that you have my respect. Listen, you've been through a lot lately. Why don't you rest a spell? I'll have the boys in the hourglass set you up a room. My treat. Just have a word with Otopa whenever you feel like staying. I did not say that shit right. We've unlocked the inn. We are allowed to go to bed. You got an appetite for adventuring back? Consider taking on a guild leave or two. Got a lot of requests from locals looking to hire adventurers for various jobs. Be a good way for you to earn yourself an extra guild. Eustace can tell you more about how the system works, so go and speak with him if you're interested. Hi, Eustace. Like from Courage? I hated that. You have access to recommendations. Okay, I never use that shit. It literally just gives you a list of things. It was like, you should do these things. Anyway, Momody, taking what they're given. Momody, the quicksand is worth work for a willing adventurer. Look what the girl dragged in. Good to see you, Anatoly. I'd ask what brings you, but I reckon we both know the answer to that already. Have I ever let you down before? Wait, don't answer that. It so happens I know a fellow by the name of Dadanen who needs a hand. He's a merchant by trade, selling precious stones to those in Uldal with the means to buy them. He's asked that I send any looking for work his way. You can find him over in Horizon if you fancy. That's in western Thanalan, mind you. Just cross the bridge north of Scorpion Crossing, and the road will take you there. Knowing the circles he deals in, might be he'll have you talk some of the royal family that'll interest you as well. Why not make use of a chocobo party for the journey to Horizon? If you had a gill for it, that is. You find the chocobo stables just across the way from my quicksand. Find Mimigun, he'll set you straight. Well, off you go then. I haven't got all day to be holding your bloody hand. Okay, I don't really want to do the Leaves of Horizon right now. I'm going to go to the Gladiators Guild and be like, Mila, I'll have the mac and cheese. And she'll say, Anatoly, we're out of mac and cheese. And I'll say, bitch, you're getting fucking fired. And she'll say, Anatoly, I've already quit. Anyway, girl, put some fucking clothes on. She has mods on. Dangerous matter. I don't know about that one, Chief. Hi. You look well, Anatoly. Hope you're ready for your next task, because I require immediate assistance. Several violent murders recently. The victims who are all Huron men. Based on the multiple spear wounds found upon the bodies of the deceased, we believe that Lancers are responsible for the crimes. I just saw one go past. Everyone get down. Not only are these murders a blight upon our city, fear it's only a matter of time before one of our own is targeted. I've just received reports of foreign Lancers skulking about in Stone's Throw. Considering its circumstances, I find it likely these are culprits. Cannot abide any more murders. Go to Stone's Throw, outside the Gate of Nalv, and speak with any you find in the area. With luck we may find these Lancers before they strike again. Yeah, I might do this quest, and then I will leave it. Or I might do this quest and then go to Horizon, and then I'll leave it. Realistically, that is what I'm going to do. Yeah. Okay, I'm looking between my monitor that I'm using and my TV screen and my capture, and I'm thinking my monitor is just too bright. Hi. Don't kill me, please. I'm not the one you want. Hey, sir. You can't do that. Oh, Lord. There's an A rank. So that's a hunt enemy. They just kind of show up. I don't know if there's an A rank or an S rank, I don't know. But they're all level 50 in these Realm-Reborn areas, and he will aggro me. So I'd rather not go anywhere near it. Hi. Thank you. They appeared out of nowhere and asked me if I was Aldous' spear point. I said no, but they attacked me anyway. What'd I do to deserve this? You were born as a man. It should be punishable by death. They were right to do so. Okay, let's go back to Mila. Oh, we're gonna have to tell her about Albus then. Alvin. On the chipmunks. Alright, go past Cornelia. And go to the Gladiators Guild. Oh, I was supposed to eat my ice cream today. I'll just do it tomorrow. It's not like I have to. So they were indeed the murderers we sought. But what brought Duskwhite freelancers all the way from the Black Shroud? Why were they murdering Huron men with swords? For sword. Hi Bruce. You're in danger. What is it? Lancers for sword. A gang of them hiding in a tunnel south of Blackbrush Station. It seems we're not rid of them yet. Anatoly, you might as well finish what you started. Go to Central Thanalan and dispatch the last of these freelancers. Bruce, accompany Anatoly. See he doesn't die. Well, I can keep the bloke from getting skewered, but I'll patch him up best I can. And I totally defend Bruce. This is a reference to back when you had cross-class skills and gladiators could use cure for some reason. I think I remember that happening, because you certainly don't have clemency at this level. He knows powerful healing magics, but he cannot employ them unless you keep all your enemies occupied. Make sure you command their full attention at all times. Cool. I'm counting on you to keep those bastards away from me. Watch my back and I'll watch yours. Okay. You have your orders, gladiators. Send these freelancers to the 7th gate. Mummify their ass. Okay. So yeah, as I said, a lot of these quests are running backwards and forwards. Where? Oh. I thought I was gonna see like a range, and when I didn't see a range I was confused. But no, I have to go over there to that place. That place. Yes, that's what it's called. I quite like Thanalan. Like, I think Gridania is my favourite of the starting areas, but Thanalan's nice. Southern Thanalan isn't nice, but like the rest of it's fine. We will be spending a lot of time in Western Thanalan, though, because we need to pray return to the Waking Sands. It is a meme, and there's a reason it's a meme, because, like, Eldibus, girl. Okay. Yeah, we'll get to that. And you're gonna do it for a bit. Okay, Bruce the Big. Why didn't she introduce you as that? I would have talked to you more. I remember this actually. I remember thinking I was gonna have difficulty with it, but then I didn't. Anyway, do I have Iron Will on? I do. Right, so there is a thing where if you have... Okay, why is my enmity list there? I'm gonna have to move that afterwards. I'll finish streaming and then I'll move about my UI actually. Bruce, you're the one that like ran in. But anyway, if there's 3 or more enemies, it is more worth your while doing AoEs on every enemy than it is doing single target attacks. But if there is only 2, it is more worth your time single targeting. Right. Bruce, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, I'm breaking a sweat. I'm like, you've been doing shit, Bruce. So pissed in his peace porridge. What the fuck? Bruce, you're being so mean to him. He has killed several people. He literally has committed murder. He doesn't just kill women, he murders women. Anyway, yeah, like, obviously this is a level 10 quest fight, it's not gonna be difficult, but like, it's really easy. They have this guy there to heal you in case you need it, but like, I don't think I took over like 100 damage the whole time. Anyway, Bruce, I'm glad you were here. So we're done here, let's head home, I could use a drink. Me too, honestly. I'm gonna get hit by that AoE. You just knocked me out of my cutscene. I ain't fucking helping you. Alright, let's go back to Mila. And then we'll go to Horizon, and I think I'll end it there once I get to the 8th, right? I'll end the stream and then I'll have a look at my UI. Because I can't have that. I can't have the enmity list there. On the far left of the screen, because that's where my party list goes. And it's also too far left for me to look at it and also see what's happening. So... I know how I like it. I think she's gonna give me a shield now. This is very exciting. I could use shield bash, which I can't use now because I don't have a shield. I opened this to look at something. What mines do I have? Fat Chocobo, Coral, and a Rayman. That's fun. I'm also enjoying the vast amount of characters that I'm seeing that are clearly like newly made, because there's a lot of people running around in their base outfits. What is that? Oh, it's leaves. I keep looking at the blue thing going, what is that? And it's just leave quests. It's literally just leave quests. Oh, that's making some echo on the ground when I sit it down. Hi, Myla. I'm a poopy. Congratulations on a job well done. Bruce says you acquitted yourself well. You've shown tremendous growth since you joined us. Though it pains me to do this, you've earned the right. I grant you leave to join other guilds. Oh, it's only level 10, okay. So you don't doubtless know, Ul'dah is home to both the Pugilist Guild and the Thaumaturge Guild. However, there are also guilds where you learn something more peaceful traditions. You may even join the guilds of other nations if that is your desire. No, I will respect your decisions, whatever they may be. So long as you do not forget that you are, above all, a gladiator. You've undertaken access to the armory system. Quests to unlock the other classes can be undertaken by speaking to the receptionist in the corresponding guild. Most rewarding experience. We recommend you first focus on mastering your current class. Before you head off, I wanted to ask you. Bruce believes the freelance is right for a bounty. What's your opinion on this? I see. Maybe it's best we put this sort of affair behind us. Still, I cannot help but wonder. She's like, oh my god, what could this be? And I'm like, girl, I don't know. I'm about to get in the hands because I haven't got anything to cover his hands yet. Okay, so now that we have the armory unlocked, we've unlocked gear sets. So essentially what a gear set is when if you change your main hand, your weapon, to a weapon of a different class, it changes your class automatically. So you can have a different gear set for every different job you have, and if you can change gear sets really easily by going to this list. And like if you have another one, it'll show you what it is. And it's just so easy to switch between classes, and they really let you do it quite easily, because from the like hour that I played Final Fantasy XI, it was actually really quite difficult to change classes easily, because you had to go to your Moogle house and talk to the Moogle, and then they would change your class, and it just was a stressful experience after coming from 14, where you can do it at the click of a button and change classes 5 times in like 10 seconds. Anyway, we're going to Horizon. Oh. I just saw a large bird fly across the top of the sky, which reminds me of when I saw, at one point, there was an event, a Final Fantasy 15 crossover, and there actually was an event in Final Fantasy 15 also where like a Makote girl went to Lucis, or whatever the fuck the place Final Fantasy 15 takes place in is called, and they fought Garuda. But in this, there's a 15 crossover. I can't remember what you actually do in it, because I don't think I actually finished it because I was busy at the time. But if you got loads of gold saucer points, you could buy the regalia from 15 as a mount. And one day I was just chilling, flying through Mordana, and I looked down at the ground, and there was just this parade of, I would say easily like 50 to 100 regalias just driving along like the main path, and I was just watching it like, what the fuck is happening that I'm not aware of? This is demented behavior. But anyway, here's Horizon. I'm gonna attune. Oh, she's kind of serving though. She got the carbuncle Uggs on. Wait, let me be subtle. Like, girl, look at this. The drip. Anyway, I think you can get those in real life, but they're like really expensive. Anyway, hi. Anatolia, I presume. Hi. Momoli said to expect you, and so I have. Welcome to Horizon. Ours is a trading settlement that sees goods in and out from the port of Vesperbed to the west, and trade we do. Nearly a day goes by, Horizon isn't bustling with some manner of merchants and officials. Keep us running about busy, they do. Enough so I wish I had chocobo legs in place of my own. That's why I've asked nobody to send me any souls looking for work. 12 know there's plenty of it to be done around here. Speak to me again when you're ready to make yourselves some use. Why did I get a cutscene for that? That could have been a text box. Anyway. Why is it good at both sides? Okay, yeah, they have been treasures. Okay. Copper mines. Seems I have a situation must be resolved post-haste, and I do mean post-haste. I'm a plummet of a premium product, and my latest order is yet to arrive. Keep my customers waiting any longer, this is irrevocably damage my reputation. What's worse, I paid my man in advance for his services. Despite his assurances it would be a simple affair, I've heard nothing since he departed for Copperbill Mines days ago. Find Drunken Stag and give him his notice. I cannot afford any further delay. Well, okay, I'm going to talk to the Chocobo Keep, because if you talk to them, you can kind of add it to the list of places they go. I have literally never used the system, but I find the need to speak to like every single one. Anyway, I know that guy's right over there, and the quest finishes there, but I feel like if I do that, I'll like enter like a union discussion or something. Anyway. Ooh. Let's get better stats. Anyway, that's gonna do it for today. I had fun playing this. I'm not going to commit to this being a full-on series. Obviously, it's not going to replace Radiant Dawn. I'll be doing that again on Monday. I just really want to play this game again. And as much as people talk shit on Realm Reborn, I really enjoy it. I think it really like lays down the foundations for the other expansions to build upon. I don't think Endwalker would have been anywhere near as good as it was without the foundations laid in place by this section. So yeah, I'm looking forward to play it again. So yeah, this one will probably be slightly less frequent. But anyway, I had a great time. I hope you all had a good time, and I hope to see you all next time. Good.